I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Oh, hello. I'd like to catch me taking a drink from my doggy dad cup. Daddy doggy. Dad dog. Dog dad. I'm not a dog. Not really, honestly. Anyway, guys, good to see you. Good to see you. We're live, I think.
We are.
We're certainly live. We're live. Just let me say hello to the chatty guys. There's 9 people in watching so far. Let's say hello to the people in chat. Jeff Conkle in Farms. How you doing, Jeff? Good to see you, Mr. Super Sidewind. Pleasure, as always. Barbara, Jehovah's daughter Barbara. Pleasure, as always. As you know, myself. Thank you for coming, PJ. Not too bad. And Jeff came again. Brilliant. Fantastic. Sandra, Barry Ross, and Jeff came again. Wow, Jeff's been here 3 times.
Sergio.
And set. Oh, I didn't see Sergio. Sorry, it's because I was just changing.
Barbara.
It was because I was changing from top chat to live chat. Sergio, good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Hi, everyone.
Good to see you all and people in the panel. We have got Cookie Monster, my better half, Vicky, Victoria, the Bee Stinger.
Please don't call me.
Mahoney. Please don't call me Victoria.
I hate it.
And Jeff, good to see you, man. Good to see you guys.
Yo.
Pleasure, as always. I see my subs have gone up a little bit more as well. I'm on 283. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thanks, guys, for subbing, whoever it is. But I didn't think I was going to get off 250 for a little while. It just kind of wavered me up and down from kept me in that 10 for a good while. And then for 260 onwards, I didn't think once I got 260, I thought I was just going to keep falling back down to the 250s. But no, it kind of zoomed up to 280 and now 283. So bless you guys. Whoever's been subbing.
I'm at 72 now.
I didn't notice yours was going up actually. It's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's because you're putting work into it. You're putting that them readings out. They're absolutely fantastic. And as it goes, well, Jeff's still here. We'll put his link in for his last reading. Let me just go to a good channel. Put a link in for his last reading, and if
everyone here has gone to my channel, so
yeah, the problem, but it's in there for people that see this afterwards. They can click on it. It's always there to click in. People watch it later, and you know what I mean. It always helps. It always helps. Right, this is the last reading of Joshua. Fantastic, and.
Jeff really should do an audio book though.
It would be cool. It would be. I would buy it. That's for sure. Whoa, where did that go? Oh, it went to the bottom. There it is. There it be. And if nobody said, I think most people would be subscribed here, absolutely. But yeah, people who's watching later, there you go. There's Jeff's link. Go stop to him and listen to his Joshua and his Enoch. Brilliant, man. Voice like caramel, man. I'm telling you. Anyway,
Well, Vicky, technically, I am doing an audiobook because I just read through all of.
I know. Do you know? I did think that after I said it.
I read through all of Book of Enoch. Now I'm reading through Jasher. So yeah, I am doing audiobooks essentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, like, I should actually think of a backup channel. I haven't done one. Most people have done one, but I have got Rumble and all that. I just don't upload to it. I mean, I've got Rumble, I've got BitChute. I just don't upload to them. So, I mean,
I think I'm gonna take all of my readings and upload them to my Rumble and see what happens.
Yeah, it's a very similar platform to YouTube, the way it's laid out in that, isn't it?
Not really.
Well,
a bit different.
Because I mean, I was uploading to TikTok, but it's a different type of platform. I end up getting a little bit bored with TikTok because having a 2-hour video, I have to break up into 20 parts. So it's like, yeah, forget that.
TikTok's a bit weird, I think.
It's okay for what it's. I mean, there is a lot more flat Earth stuff going on, being presented on TikTok, which is good.
Oh, definitely.
But that what goes hand in hand with the crap stuff that goes on in there. The things like Alphaba Babe and what's her name, Chelsea Arts and all that. Yeah, and all them.
Yeah, it's
troublemakers who are entitled. They really think they're entitled to your money. Come on, what rules? I want a galaxy. Give me a galaxy now. Like, no, man.
No talent. There's no nothing. It's just people begging for money.
Well, it is. It's e-begging. It's e-begging. That's the term for it.
You know, like
it really is e-begging.
We used to have a program over here called Jeremy Kyle,
and
it definitely the British TikTok anyway is very much a Jeremy Kyle kind of people that are on it, and it.
Aye.
You know, so I quite like watching drama, but I don't get involved.
Of course.
That's not too usual.
That's it.
I'm
going to have to read it. I mean, it's good listening to Jeff and all that, but I still want paper copies in front of me. I just like the turning pages, old pages. And I mean, I like old books and new books. It's nothing to do with the smell, but it is the sensation when you're around them. You can't smell them and that as well, but it's not that I'm attracted to. Some people do, don't they? This is the smell of new book, smell of an old book, smell of dust from a book, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know, something about flicking paper that, well, maybe it's when I was in prison. That's what kept my mind occupied when I was in prison.
Smell of them.
Yeah.
We like the smell of the ink and the paper.
So yeah, I did say that, but I mean, it wasn't that. I was trying to explain that it wasn't because of that I liked it, but it was part of it, of the whole sensation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I can't remember what we were saying now. You put me off thinking. That's all right. It's all right. It's cool. It was something. Oh yeah, maybe it's just the fact that when I was in prison, that's what took me out of prison. Reading. I was reading Stephen King and stuff like that. So it maybe just that feel of the paper and changing it, and then my eyes getting heavy so I can fall asleep and stuff, because it's sometimes hard to fall asleep in prison with all the noise and that. You know what I mean? So like maybe it's part of that. And also, when I used to fall asleep reading a book, and I was going off into dream world, I used to continue the story in a dream, but just me reading the book, not just like acting it out. I was reading the book, just like where I fell asleep at, I continued to read. You know, that's what it was in the dream. And it was brilliant. What I was reading, it was brilliant and fantastic. But when I woke up and read it, nothing like what I just made up in my head, obviously. You know? But it was fun. It was fun at the time. So maybe it's something to do with that. The whole sensation of it, you know what I mean? The whole lot of it put together. Anyway, we were watching this guy talking about Daniel. Says the book of Daniel will blow your mind, something like that. Why the book of Daniel will blow your mind. This is the second part. Can't remember how long it is, but we only got 26 minutes in, so we're going to start from 26 minutes in. Let me see if I can find it first. Maybe I'll wait a little bit further back in my list. You guys still there? You all good?
No, run away.
Run away. Cool.
I'm still here.
Cool. So it's
Probably not for too much longer because
Okay.
I am at work. So
I know, dude. It's only an hour long, but we did only get 26 minutes in. So we might get it done today. I would say we should do, depending. Anyway, let's get it started. Okay. Oh no, I didn't click on it. I need to click on it first. That would help.
Feature, it is not a bug.
Right, hold on. Just get rid of the comments. Seems to do that. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and 26 minutes in. So 26 minutes in, we'll start at 25, just to get the last minute or so, just to cut stop. Right, let's go from there. Yeah, let's do it from there. You know the score, guys. Shout stop, name it stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Group radar. Let's do it.
Yep. At all. Okay? Never adopt an appeasement strategy. This is the world we live in. Okay. In the passage, however, there is a very specific kind of stirring of the waters that's being referred to. It's the creation of these powers that engage in organized opposition to the winds of God. And you see 4 of these powers depicted in 4 beasts. And I think I can largely explain this without crossing over any really controversial territory. So that's good. If we get to somewhere like Daniel 9, we'll be in real trouble. But we're not there yet. The first beast, interestingly, is like a lion. It has eagle's wings, and then its wings are plucked off, and it's lifted up from the ground and made to stand on 2 feet like a man, and the mind of a man is given to it. Now, this sounds a lot like Babylon. The very king.
Mind of a man was given to it. It's said it there, doesn't it? Like I say, this story, it's not just a story, obviously, it's history. It's fact. I really, really need to go back to it and really study, not just read it, study it. There's lots of it. I just think, wow, when it says it, it's like I remember that, but context and everything, it's kind of like, yeah, I need to go back to it. I really do need to go back to it.
Kingdom, the very power in which Daniel is living. And it would make sense, right? Because Daniel chapter 2, there's Nebuchadnezzar's dream where there's the great statue and there's the head of gold, the first power, the first empire. What is it? It's Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? This is really the same sort of thing.
Beast, mind of a beast, act like a beast, stuff like that. Now, he got on board a little bit, I think. Just a wee bit. He was talking about humiliation down there. Yeah? It's mad, because that's come up quite often.
I got to head out there. See
Okay,
you guys. God bless.
Bless you, man.
A good one.
Nice one for coming.
Right.
Bless you.
Seen from a different perspective.
And in case you're wondering, yeah, Michael's usually here on a Tuesday night as well, but he's working again with his mate, with Tinfoil Hat Man, and he's really tired. So his actual words was, "I'm bollocksed, so I'm going to sleep." He's going to sleep. So I don't blame him.
Sorry, I won't eat her. Bye, Jeff.
I'm just saying about Michael. I'm saying usually he would be here on a Tuesday night, but he's been working with Tinfoil Hat Man again, and he's bollocksed. Okay, I'm saying. Babe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying his bollocks. Anyway, shout stop if you need me to stop. I'm just explaining why you're not here. All right. You all good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm just eating.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Okay.
That's right.
It's interesting because Babylon used the symbol of a lion.
They did.
And it's also interesting because Babylon was famous and feared for its swiftness and speed. And you notice the wings of the eagle. If you read in Habakkuk 1, it says, "Their horses are swifter than leopards, more fierce than evening wolves.
Ooh.
They fly like an eagle, swift to devour. They gather captives like sand. They sweep by like the wind," and go on. This was a big part of the fear of the Chaldeans, the Babylonians.
Again, chat, links at the top of the screen if anybody wants to come in.
But also there's this fascinating reference, isn't there, to the fact that this beast at some point is given a new mind and dignified and made to stand on 2 feet. And its beastliness is taken away. Now, there's a reference to Nebuchadnezzar's conversion.
There you go. Yeah, I'm just saying that. There you go.
Read Daniel chapter 4 and you see Nebuchadnezzar's testimony, how that God worked with him and humbled him and brought him to, and he actually literally struck him down with lycanthropy, made him think he was a beast, eating grass and wet with the dew of heaven until he's restored to his right mind. And he's gloriously turned into one who fears God and says his kingdom will endure forever. And I believe we'll see Nebuchadnezzar in heaven. It's an amazing image. And then there's a second beast, and this one's a bear. And there's an interesting feature. It's lopsided. It's got 2 long legs on one side, 2 short legs on the other. That's a bit weird. Well, it's interesting. The empire
Like walking in circles. That's what it is.
that followed Babylon, as we saw in Daniel with Darius and Cyrus, was a lopsided empire. It was the Medo-Persian Empire. One was bigger and one was smaller. This is before Medo-Persia even conquered Babylon. Isn't that extraordinary? And then you go along and there's a third beast, and this one's like a leopard with 4 wings of a bird on its back, and the beast had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. Notice this one's got 4 wings, not 2. Notice this one's a leopard, not a lion. It's faster. Do you know the next empire that followed Medo-Persia was Greece? And do you know what was absolutely, in the history books to this day, the absolute most famous thing about Alexander the Great, the head of the Greek Empire, was his unbelievable speed of conquest. He moved across the known world in all directions, 4 heads, incredible speed, so quickly that he was 30 years old and he ruled the world. Isn't that amazing? And this before Alexander the Great even existed. And then you read the next one, the 4th beast. This one's terrifying and dreadful and exceedingly strong. It had great iron teeth. It devoured and broke in pieces and stamped what was left with its feet. Now, there might be different, I think there's 2 opinions about this one. But the main one is that, well, it's just the next one, Greece and now Rome, right? That was the next one. And what do the historians tell us about Rome? Rome was famous for the wholesale destruction of the territories that they conquered, and the replacement with Roman infrastructure, Roman systems, Roman everything. And this beast is stamping. This beast is breaking. It's got that crushing destruction. You think, well, that would work, wouldn't it? Extraordinary. Again, well before Rome. But then there's this controversial matter, which I don't know the answer to, which is that from this beast come 10 horns. And of those 10 horns, 3 of them get uprooted by another one.
Joe from F'd Up World's got some interesting thoughts on Daniel. I'd like to, if he was here tonight, I'd like to hear him. To do with like ISS and stuff like that, I'd like if he was here tonight. I don't know if he is. I haven't seen him so far. It'd be cool if he could come in and talk about what he does from what he gets from them. So that'd be cool because his ideas are interesting. Have you ever heard any of them, Joe's? Yeah, you have heard a couple, you. You still there?
Yeah.
You are. Yeah. Just saying. Well, Joe, if you can hear me, come in, dude. Because I like some of what you say about these things. I mean, I'm not sure if they're guaranteed that's what it means, but it's interesting. It's interesting, nonetheless. So Joe from F'd Up, if you hear me, come on in.
Little horn that has eyes and a mouth that speaks great things. And you think, wow, we really are in the land of apocalypse now. These are some interesting images. What are the 10 horns? Look, there'll
not just Joe, anybody.
be people on the live chat and all that probably saying they're this.
Sorry, Ryan, go on.
I was just saying 10 horns. I wonder.
10 horns. 10 horns, yeah.
Is it 10 horns like on a goat, or is it 10 horns like you blow?
Yeah. Why don't you 2 guys just metaphorically kiss and make up? You know what I mean?
They're that, they're the other.
The
truth is, nobody really.
Oh, babe.
If they don't make up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them both in the naughty corner.
She can do it as well.
Uh-huh.
What you doing?
No.
knows. Nobody can really agree. There's theories, there's ideas, they've all got problems. And here's the reality. When something in eschatology is like that, when you actually can't, there's no obvious way to know. It really is individual speculation and a pantheon of theories. I would just say it's probably not that helpful to get over-distracted by it. Because the scriptures are meant to give us clarity. They're meant to reveal things to us. They're meant to help us to see the world clearly. And if it's going to be an endless distraction of theory and you're going to fight with everyone about it, it's probably, by all...
That's nice, Serge. I like it.
all means pursue it as an individual interest. But let's not get too tied up with it. Personally, my suspicion is we can't see it because it hasn't finished yet. That's my personal suspicion. It's very hard to see a circumstance from inside, right? It's really after the fact that you look back and you go, oh, of course. Even the identity of Jesus was like that. At the time, not many people could see it. The Messiah doesn't die on a cross. Didn't make any sense. Oh, but after the fact, oh, of course. And that's the kind of way knowledge works. Hindsight is 20/20, right? But I want to focus in on this little horn.
I do always say that hindsight's 20/20. And not always, but it's one of the things I do say. Which is true. It's true. A lot of people use hindsight as premonition or prediction. I think they're brilliant.
This little horn that comes up.
I haven't seen Don Logan. Yeah, I keep thinking about Don Logan. I haven't seen Don Logan for a little while. Who else? Seen Gematria yesterday in Flat Says. But Don Logan, yeah, I haven't seen him for a little while. I wouldn't mind knowing if he's okay or not. Have you seen him at all, babe, anywhere now?
Not that I know of. Sorry, the dog's barking.
That's all right. Anyway, let's carry on. But yeah, let's keep these guys in our thoughts, man. Sometimes you don't see them. They're probably fine. Just sometimes you just get a little worried,
He is less marked by beastly and rapacious violence. He's more marked by a keen eye and a talking mouth. And the mouth is boastful, it is proud, it is blasphemous, it is arrogant. And his animosity and violence is targeted more specifically. It's not just violence against the earth in conquest. It's a special kind of violence. It's against the saints of the Most High. It's against a people group. So violence is replaced as the core modus operandi with boast, speaking pompous things, proud things, blasphemous things, says the text. Now, it's not either or, there's both. But that's the overarching emphasis.
Stop washing your panties in public. Sandra.
Emphasis on this figure. Now, this figure, it's relatively uncontroversially accepted, is a figure called Antichrist in Scripture. Now, who the Antichrist is, that's the controversial bit. I'm not going to answer the question because we don't need to.
That's true, Barbara. Says, unfortunately, most take the Bible literally or figurative when it's astrotheology, history, prophecy, allegory, all in one, often all in the same passage. Yep, absolutely. Just like the British weather, all seasons in one day. That's exactly what some people do with not even just a passage, just a scripture, like a few words. It's crazy sometimes, man. It's so crazy. Some of these people who do that, they don't know what context is. They don't realize that the Bible interprets the Bible. Scripture interprets Scripture.
We don't need to, because in the Scriptures we learn something, which is that there is the Antichrist, and then there are Antichrists. There are mimics. There are sort of like appetizers all along the way.
Yeah, that as well when people say, right, do you think Trump's the Antichrist? No, I think he's an Antichrist, but not the. That type of thing. I'm not saying that one particular for fact. I'm just saying that's the type of ways, context I'd use it.
And that's in the book of 1 John. And so this really brings my point home from all of this. Whatever your views are on the little details, and they probably are basically what I just said. That vision has given us insight into the recurring pattern of this world's history. Namely, that it is a history characterized by the earth's production of powerful beasts and blasphemers until God.
That's a good idea, actually, what Sandra said, though, Derek. Yeah, delete the number, just so you're protected. I know it was to give it to Sergio, but I don't know if you already done it. Yeah. It's up to you. You can leave it there if you want, but you know what I mean? I'd feel better if you deleted it, just in case.
I'd delete it.
You know what people are like, dude. I mean, the anti-flat earthers, whoever they, you know what they're like, man. They can watch this afterwards, and you get it, don't you? I'm sure Sergio's already copied it down, man. Nice one, Derek. Bless you, man. Sergio said, 100% Barber. Yeah, that's what I was agreeing with Barber as well. It's Sergio. Absolutely, 100% now.
God moves in the final judgment, and his kingdom emerges alone and victorious, vested in the Son of Man.
Roger. How is one doing?
Good afternoon.
Roger. Good afternoon. What part of the planet are you on? It's afternoon, because where I'm at, it's not afternoon. It is nighttime. It's like sort of just after dusk. Well, no, it's about dusk, to be honest. It's like 8:30 at night. So you must be in a weird side of the planet if you're at that time.
It is a weird side.
Do you live on a planet?
Maybe.
Ooh.
No, I don't.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
I live on Earth.
Cool.
I got something to say about people with little horns that got big mouths.
Go on then, dude. Go on then.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's like anybody, the whole point is boastful, a little horn pops up amongst all these big horns and it starts spouting off stuff.
Yep.
You got a small horn problem.
Yeah. You know what they say about empty vessels, don't they?
Yeah.
Empty vessels make most noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because there's nothing else.
The empty can rattles the most. Yeah.
And it's same thing. Exactly the same thing. Absolutely. You good?
So how's everybody doing today?
Oh, groovy, sir.
Good, Roger. How are you?
Yeah.
I was going to go on this morning, or this afternoon, but I forgot I had this one. So I was like, oh no, what am I doing too? Oh, I've got one kept. So tomorrow, it's not even scriptural. It's not a scriptural one. It's to do with some kind of town disappearing. They got rid of a town, and the reason why it's disturbing. So it's only a half an hour video, but we'll have a look at that tomorrow morning. If it finishes quickly, I'll put something else on. Yeah. But I'll get a morning one out tomorrow, definitely, because you know that last one that it ended up being the Catholic dude. He got saved by Catholicism, and Catholicism, Jesus is not like Catholicism is, right? It just so happened to land on Morning Coffee episode 33, and it was about the Illuminati. And how typical is that, man? And that wasn't planned.
I don't know.
So typical, man. Right. Anyway.
How's Ryan doing today? Ryan, are you there?
He was there.
I know. I heard him talking a minute ago.
Ryan. He's maybe doing something, or he's fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Well, he was up late last night working on the go-kart.
There you go. He could be making noise with the go-kart. You never know, so he can't hear it. I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on, dude.
But
that's a wonderful big
You want to say something? Ciao.
Picture you get from a prophecy like this. Whatever details you put on it, and isn't that encouraging?
Babe.
Yeah.
Did you see that? What Barbara said? People should always check their ego at the door, in my honest opinion.
No, it's funny to say that.
Yeah, so it's a good name for a stream or a series for a stream. Name for a series or
no, he didn't pick the name, didn't he?
Oh, I know that, but I'm talking about future. Maybe she was saying for a future one you should have. But yeah, Chilling picked the name of your next
stream.
Do you remember what it's called?
Let me tell you.
I do. So it's not.
Bunch of bastards.
That's the one. So it's not actually spelled. There's no swear words in it, but it's still a play.
Nice.
So, bunch of bastards. And that was Chilling got to pick it because he was the 100th watcher viewer on that video, and also Vicky's first creator. So she let him pick a name. I think it's good. Oh, baby. Right. Oh, there he is. He is listening.
Moving something.
All right. No problem, dude. No problem. Just Roger was wondering if you're all right. That's all.
I said hi. Hey,
Oh, groovy. Oh, groovy, so. Right. Anyway, let's carry on.
And you look at other eschatological passages, apocalyptic passages, beasts, blasphemers. Those are the
I just got a quick nip to the toilet.
powers that rule. And all the while, there is a conflict between two ultimate powers, which is revealed to us here. God is moving on the sea is fighting back. The four winds blow on the sea, and the beasts rise to organize the sea in opposition. There's a vicious clash of kingdoms. And on the one hand, the kingdoms of this world, which are the domain of the beasts and the blasphemers, and on the other hand, the kingdom of the Ancient of Days and the Son of Man. Or as Revelation says, the kingdom of our Lord and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever. And they both exist. They are both in a battle to the death, and it is Christ and his saints that will emerge victorious. That's the sweep of world history. Now, applications. Are there beasts and blasphemers around today? You bet there are. Chinese Communist Party, pretty beastly. Go back a little bit to the Adolf Hitler and the Marxist dictators, and pretty beastly. It's really right up to the present day. Are there blasphemers? Well, yes. Nero, back in the day. Or up in the present day, I mean, take someone, well, we're going to get into this in a minute, but just as an appetizer for this, what about someone like Gavin Newsom, Governor of California, who quotes...
Oh, groovy. Anything interesting said? Oh,
not yet.
Not yet. Okay, cool. I think we'll get to the end of this night. I mean, it's only got 25 minutes left, so... I think just last week we ended up talking an awful lot, so... Yeah, I think we'll get to the end of this. I mean, I'm only half an hour in. It's only got half an hour to go, so... I don't know. We'll see.
Jesus to promote abortion on billboards in California.
Oh, but he knows.
Now, that's pretty arrogant. That's speaking pompous things against the Most High.
Yeah.
We see a lot of that in our day, and we're going to see that in a minute.
I do.
But let me ask you this question. When you look at powers, when you look at these organized systems of might and strength in the world, do you see them for what they are? Do you admire power?
No.
Do you desire power? Are you in awe and do you marvel?
Well, the electricity, so I can keep streaming. You know what I mean? That's all the power I need. Nah, just knowing God's got all the power and all the glory, it's enough power for me. You know what I mean? Power of the Holy Spirit. It's not my power, it's the Holy Spirit's power. Now, any power that comes through me is of me. It's not of me. If it comes through me, then it's not of me. It's of the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean, son?
I do.
You know what I mean? You know
I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
I am telling you.
PJ, you sound like you're looking for power.
To be fair,
Okay.
to be fair, after the last couple of days, if I hadn't had God with me, I would have got arrested.
Probably.
Because things wouldn't have been Vicky in her house with her mouth shut. Vicky would have been Vicky outside her house with hair flying everywhere.
Hair?
Yeah.
What you're going to have to do a hair, like what do you call it? A barber's marathon or something?
No, but I may have been inclined to rip somebody's hair out.
I see. Who would that be? It wouldn't be me, would it?
I
No,
actually
because she
wouldn't
loves
have ripped her hair out because I'm not that girly.
No, would it be me? Would it be me you want to get ripped out of?
No, baby. You know exactly who I'm
Yeah, me. Exactly.
No,
Me. I'm only joking.
But obviously,
Absolutely.
the old Vicky would have literally walked over the road and punched them in the face.
Exactly. Yeah, what we do is put up that. It's a good scripture. 1 Corinthians 8:6. But to us there is but one God. Oh, right. Okay. I see. Right. I don't know if you're talking in general or to someone, but I like the scripture anyway. But to us there is one God, the Father, of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Lord Jesus Christ, by whom all things, and we by him. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but see what Barbara said. Then.
Yeah, thank you, Barbara. I will. But no, like, obviously, you know a bit of it.
Okay.
But yeah. So look, I don't fight. I haven't fought for a long time. I haven't fought for 10 years. But you know, I think for me, the thing with me is I don't try and tear people down. I try and build them up. And when somebody all you've done is help, try and help.
Right.
There's nothing but stab you in the back and try and tear you down. To others, you kind of get to a point where you go, do you know what? I'm done, and I'm done. But it doesn't mean I'm going to punch anybody because I'm not.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, if it came to it, you would have to.
Obviously, if I had to defend myself, I would. I'm not going to purposely go out and start an argument.
Roger.
That's not me.
Oh, that's your dog.
Oh, is it? I thought I'm blaming Roger. It's bloody you this time.
No, it's not.
Sorry, Roger. My bad, dude.
Your dog.
Righteous anger. You get righteous. There is righteous anger. Look at Jesus when he mashed up the tables and that. He went into the synagogues and mashed up the tables.
I think for me, some random, I don't know, who's just knocking off the weirdo over the road, calling me a pisshead, like what? I don't drink. So you might want to look.
They shouldn't even have had that. He shouldn't even have had that amount of information about you. You shouldn't have gone in the car with him. You shouldn't have had anything to do with anything. She just met him 24 hours before and moved him in through a website, through a stupid website.
When I met him, she'd known him for 5 days.
Well, you know what I'm saying. When she moved him in, it was 24, not even 24 hours, and she moved him in. It's just, she didn't even know him, never met him before, just straight out of a website. How can you do that?
You don't bite the hand that feeds you, do you? You know, and for me, that's like the lowest form of scum. But you know, if that's the worst they've got to say about me, she's a pisshead. Oh well, she's a sober pisshead, mind. But yeah, crack on.
Crack-a-lackin'. Right, let's carry on.
At the organised.
Prevented enough now, baby.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Powers of men. There is something quite
do you know
objectively great.
Now that he's vented, what I'll have to do is just quickly change the brand colour to pink. Because that means she's vented, look. So that's vented Vicky. Is that pink okay with him?
Yeah.
Is that an okay pink? Right, vented Vicky is pink. Hold on, can I get a bit lighter than that? No, it's purple.
That looks almost like violet. That's closer.
Violet. It's a bit. It's more purple side. Yeah, let's do that. That's about okay, isn't it? Pinky pink.
Yeah.
So, there's vented Vicky.
Sergio's comment, I was hurt by Michelle and Chuck. Hopefully all that gets straightened out. Do you know what, Sergio? When people mistake your kindness for weakness, it's their mistake, not yours.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Right, let's carry on. Let's get this done. Right, so vented Vicky is pink Vicky. There it is. So I had to put pink on, guys. Sorry, but sorry. Sorry.
But never let that get away on
sorry.
you. I lived in Canberra for 10 years. I lost track of the number of young people, sort of 18, 19, coming into Canberra to take jobs in political offices. And ultimately, at the core of it all, it's because they actually lusted after power. And they sometimes didn't even know that about themselves. They were drawn to it like moths to the light. Very concerning feature to have, by the way. And it's why when I was in politics, I always looked for people who were there by accident. I never looked for people who wanted it and sought it out. And it's the accidental politicians that you find are actually the good ones.
That's Vicky, an accidental politician. Politician.
I think he's making reference to
No.
Trump.
Aye, accidental politician. Yeah?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
And they see things for what they are. You know, always temper your view with God's statements that these are beasts and they are blasphemous.
Beasts.
Blasphemous. And you know, on the blasphemy side, which is so relevant today, the pompous side.
Blasphemous beasts. You heard it. Blasphemous beasts.
This little horn. You know, it says here that he shall speak words against the Most High. It says he shall think to change the times and the law.
Ooh.
You think, what does that mean?
Times and the laws.
You know,
you can do that. You can do that, the government.
Wait, you
change the times. I mean, and the laws. Who does that? Government does that. Does it change time? Yes, they do.
Yeah, when Rome did it the first time, most the leaders, they killed them off.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, you take a mortal man and you put him in control.
Oh, dude, you can't give a mortal man power to that extent. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, I was thinking Megadeth kind of stuff, like the Symphony of Destruction. You take a mortal man, you put him in control. And watch his brain corrode. Yeah, that sounds like Biden.
Oh my goodness, Biden. He doesn't even know who he is. Well, I don't know if there is a Biden or I really don't know if there is a Biden anymore or was or I haven't got a clue. It just doesn't look like the same dude to me, that's for sure.
I think that's the whole point. You're not supposed to know who he is.
Maybe.
Taken as a phrase, seeking to change the times, the seasons, and the law. I read that and I thought, I wonder if that's talking about natural law, the laws of God. And then I found a guy who wrote, one of the greatest Old Testament scholars in history, wrote centuries ago, Karl Keel is his name, before our present cultural moment was on us. And he said what this means in the original is the foundations and the main conditions.
Father said they did. They fulfilled Daniel 7:25, changing times and laws, changing to trying to change the outcome, but nothing they've done has worked, and they keep winding up at Lucifer's hooves, awaiting destruction.
Hooves
is it? Lucifer as well, Mr. Lucifer. Mr. Lucifer.
I got a friend who's got a band. He calls it Pucifer.
Lucifer.
Yeah, it's a combination.
That's how I say house. Hoose. There's a moose loose about your hoose.
Well, it's spelled Pusifer. C.
What? Say that again.
Pucifer.
P-U-S. Oh, right. Yes, I get you. I get you.
So did he. It was funny.
Nice. What we on? So 23 minutes-ish left, I think. Okay. I think we're only going to get about an hour out of this. We might have to put something else in.
Emanating from God of the life and actions of man in the world. In other words, God's creation blueprints for the way life is meant to be lived and the way life is meant to play out today. He shall seek to change those. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? I said there's Antichrist and there's Antichrists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we live in an age of Antichrist.
Like you said, yeah, there is. People get confused with that a lot as well, though. What do you mean? How can I be an Antichrist? Of course you can. You can be an Antichrist. If you oppose Christ, you're an Antichrist. Simple. But there is the Antichrist, in whom there is only one.
I mean, let's take a really obvious one.
There can be Only one.
Changing the law that defines what marriage is. Who created it? God did. Who put a testimony in men and women in their biology and their psychology and everything and their
My lighter flint just went. Whoop. I need to go find the lighter.
desire to be with each other that tells us God made marriage in creation as a reality of this world. It's there. But what do? We come along and say, no, we'll change that. We will do something pompous. We'll change it. Because we think we can organize the sea in opposition to God's creation blueprint. It's the same too with the gender issue. And I speak about these things quite dogmatically, but I understand that these are things which have wrapped many people up in real...
Go on, Roger.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something.
No.
Oh, dude. I need a lighter.
I don't know what happened.
I need a lighter. Oh, I've got one. I've got one. I need to go after I finish tonight. I'm gonna have to go shop and get a lighter. Got so much lighters around here, but all of them I've got gas for them, but I'm gonna run out of flint.
I got one. See,
it's no good to me.
I know.
Unless you can zap it through the computer.
I'll give it a shot. Hold on. Nah, nothing's happening.
Exactly, Barbara. Exactly. Which leader in power today isn't Antichrist?
You must have one lighter.
What, babe?
You must have one lighter. Where's your silver clipper lighter?
Where did you put it?
Is it in the tin on the...
You tell me.
Because
You're the one that does everything with my lighters. I don't know where everything is.
Well, I think it's on your tray.
I just was on my tree. I couldn't find anything with the spark.
It might be in the tin though.
Okay, I'll check it a bit.
The blue one.
Still need to go to the shop afterwards anyway. So, but still.
I know, but the blue one also had a flint in, is what I'm saying.
The blue one I was just using.
Well, what about the iridescent one?
No, the iridescent one has got a wheel in it and a flint, but it's the wrong size of wheel. So it's slipped. So
no, the one with the writing on it.
Hold on. Well, it's got the wrong flint in it. Maybe that's for this. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Yeah, man, let me just put some gas in that. It should be okay.
See, look, I ain't even there. I'm not going to tell him.
No. I still had to get the flint. I had to get the wheel out of something else. So don't big this up too much.
Pat yourself on the back, Vicky. Pat yourself on the back.
I'm only
going.
Roger, like.
You can't pat yourself on the back, baby.
It's a good job someone knows where his stuff is, isn't it?
You can pat yourself on the back, babe. Go on, do it. Do it. Do it now.
You know what I'm doing now?
Well, pat yourself in the back.
No, I'm going for a shower because I've been in the
I thought you were going to say shave then, or a poop, or a shit.
No, sir. You're going
Go
to
for a Gladys night. A Gladys
I
night.
got to go to work.
Roger's trying to talk.
Sorry, Roger.
Yeah, I said to Vicky, he's going to be by himself because I'm going to work.
Right.
I'm going. I need a shower. Like I've been in the garden. You two don't have to live in different places. Barbara, it won't make a difference. I'll still have to tell him where everything is. He's a pain. Like, I have a place for everything. PJ's just like, it is what it is. Like, and I can't.
I don't keep things tidy. Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
I keep things tidy.
In my house, the girl here, she
I don't leave things lying about all over the place, babe. I keep things tidy, you know I do.
No, but if you don't know where you don't know where
no, of course you don't, because you put everything away. It's self-explanatory. What are you saying, Roger? I know.
Oh, I'm leaving you.
What are you saying?
Sorry.
I'm leaving you.
What do you mean you're leaving me?
To go for a shower.
I'll go for it.
Love you.
You got cookie. You got the cookie monster.
But the thing is, though, if you go, the forfeit is you have to let go of the pink colour.
Not at all. No,
18 stages for the day.
I'm literally going for a shower and then I'll be back. I'm not turning my computer off or nothing. I'm just gonna mute myself.
Make sure you put the fan on it then.
But you do know, sir.
Fan. Put the fan on the computer because it overheats. Well, if you're leaving it on while you're going to the bathroom.
It's not hot. It's not
What?
hot.
It's on the underside of the left side.
No, it's not hot.
What, have you got the fan on it already?
No.
It must be hot, babe.
It is not hot.
It's a bit weird. Anyway, well, if it gets hot it's usually on the left-hand side at the back.
But I'm only in as on StreamYard. I'm not doing anything.
It doesn't matter. Even if I was flat.
Whoa! What the hell was
that?
that?
Not a clue. I think
Hi,
you
Julian.
Hey, Chili, and good to see you, Mister. Fit you saying, Looney? Are you good, man? Aye.
It sounds like it.
Oh dear.
Aye, Chili said he was good, man.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
Fit.
Boys playing nice.
Oh, are you two still at it? You two are always at it, man. I don't think if you put them in the same chat, they're always gonna be at it.
I'm not banging their heads together.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
I'll be listening.
Well, I'm going for
They're grown men. What can I do?
Bye, Roger.
Leave them to their devices, man. Leave them to their devices.
Babe, I'm going for a shower.
All right, babe. I'll see you in a little bit. So it's me and Ryan in the house. Let's go.
Deception and confusion and difficulty today. But what is behind them? What is the driving thought of those who would come along and say, oh, I know, let's change these definitions. Let's change what male is. Let's change what female is. Let's find ways in culture, in technology, in medical technology, in education, in power to redefine what God has already defined.
I don't know if she can read that, Derek. He's not. She's all right. I mean, obviously she prefers she's not at each other, but I mean, you don't have to worry about what we think she's saying. She's just messing about.
To change the creation blueprints which govern life. I look at this room. Is there anything more evident from God's creation that He made males and females? Now you say, well, so what? What does that mean? Well, the Bible tells us what it means. It means that God meant that for our
I was joking.
That's why.
I know, but Derek was respectful that one.
No, I'm just saying I was joking.
You know,
I am really getting in the shower. It's only because I heard you talking to Derek that I wouldn't time either of you out. And I wouldn't because no, you're not being that rude, either of you, you know, and we're allowed to disagree.
Well, exactly. On the argument that they're arguing about, I'm with Derek, 100%.
Aye, but
I'm not going to get into the argument because it's not my argument. It's them to always have the little thing, so leave them to it. But when it comes to it, I'm on the same opinion as Derek.
I'm not getting involved, but I did say about heads together, but I wouldn't.
Oh no.
Now I'm going for a shower. Bye.
You and I know the broken pathway down which that change will lead people, especially young people. And as time moves on and this thing sort of gets more and more ventilated in courtrooms and so on, the evidence is damning. The evidence is horrendous. The shutting down of the Tavistock Clinic in London and all that kind of thing. Why? Because children's lives are being destroyed without God's blueprint.
Yeah.
There is a man who lived as a transgender woman for many years in the United States of America. His name is Walt Heyer. Many of you might have heard of him. And after many years, he came out the other side of that and realized that, he didn't feel like a real man once, and he certainly would never feel like a real woman. And it never solved his problem.
Never would have been.
And so he started a ministry called Transgender Regret. He just put a website up, Transgender Regret, so people would Google it and find him so that he could take calls and emails and help people who are in the same position as him. He has now counseled, met with, helped thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And the stories
Forgot about the thousands. He forgot about the thousands.
he tells are harrowing, from 2 days post-op all the way up to many years. Can you imagine the realization? Because you can't go back. 2 days. Because clinicians and the medical establishment and all that kind of thing push them down a certain line. And at one point, he was forwarding me emails from people here in Australia who needed help, who'd reached out to him, but he's based in America. And those emails are the single most tragic things I have ever read in all my life, and I am quite sure will ever read in all my life. There is such a darkness associated with this self-destructive force. Why? Well, it's antichrist. It's the opposite of what God has asked.
It's the opposite of light. It's the antichrist. It's the opposite of truth, opposite of light, opposite of life. Yeah? Anti anything good. Anti anything Christ. Anti hope, despair. Anti love, hate.
And people are sadly deceived, and there's the wrong ideas out there, and it's leading to destruction. It's the same with so many issues. You can think about the issue of race, as Ken has mentioned. There's one human race, but we make all our racial differences into more than they are. The Apostle Paul got the memo right on that in Acts chapter 17 when he went to the...
It's a good idea, Sergio. It's a good idea. It's easier to convey emotion or a feeling or what you're trying to say through a vocal phone call rather than textual, because you can't convey a feeling. You can't convey exactly what you're trying to say with expression. You know what I mean? You can say what you're trying to say, you can write what you're trying to say, but without the full expression, things can get picked up wrongly. You know what I mean? I think talking's better, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You get me, G? You get me?
The Greeks and said, well, God made from one man all the people of the earth, so that they would, and he set the boundaries of their dwelling places and habitations.
I said, you're blessed, bro. Blessed, man.
Therefore, he sent one man to save us all. Therefore, there's one gospel, one truth, one salvation. Lived experience doesn't overcome the one truth that God has set for all people. That's the greatest equality in the world. And that's why churches in this country are probably the most multiracial environments on earth. It's a reality. And there's so many. I mean, I could go to the pro-life issue. When does life start? Well, God's told us through his...
So true. That's true. Barbara said she's watched the destruction of the family. Television was a key vehicle to sow seeds, absolutely, beginning in the 70s in particular, as Satan destroys from within the family, being the family, community, country. Absolutely, absolutely, from within, absolutely. How else? You know what I mean? How else? I mean, to put discord, especially between people that are so meant to love each other, family-wise, meant to be so close and that. So to do it that way, I mean, how else would he do it? How else would he do it? You know. Anyway, that's confusing to us, because he's also the confusion. Confusion is not a good thing. You know, a lot of people think, no, when they get all confused, then they get all, I'm all confused. No, it's not good to be confused. Not at all. Get out of your confusion, guys. Get out of it.
Creation work, it's made in God's image, it's inbreathed by God and all that kind of thing. What do we say? Well, we want to have it, we want to decide when life begins. If life's wanted, it should be saved. If life's not wanted, it should be destroyed. We should be pompous enough to have that choice. It's tragic, isn't it? And again, there's a lot...
Chilean, have you done any more songs? It was you, give me sure it was you before. They gave me a link to do one of your AI songs. Remember, I put it up. Was that you? I can't remember now. It might have been somebody else, but I thought it was you. Did you not get me to play one of your AI songs, Chilean? I was going to say, have you got any more of them? If it was you. I think it was you. Could be wrong, though. Let me know, dude. 7. Oh, no, 7 hours difference. 7's my lucky number 2. Well, I was born in all the 7s except the last one. I was born 7/7/76. I had my first birthday in 7/7/77. So 7 is kind of not my lucky number, but my favourite number, because I don't believe in luck. It might be no, I don't know. Dude, I don't know who it was. No, it was Ian. It was Ian Henry. I haven't seen him for a little while, actually. Ian Henry. It was Ian. It was Ian Henry chilling. Thinking about it, chilling. It was Ian Henry. I haven't seen him for a little while now, thinking about it. I wonder if he's off on holiday or something. Sorry, I'm just reading Derek's last comment there. But it's not for me, but I'm just reading it. So that's why I was quiet for a second. And I agree with him. I agree with him completely. Absolutely, Derek, man. Anyway, let's carry on with this.
The deception that goes along with that. There's lots of women and men who fall for that, and they go through with that kind of action, and they live with the guilt. And that's why it's so hard for them to hear people like me say that. But you know what? I just want to say,
I know, I get you, Chilean. It was Ian. It was Ian. That's okay, dude. That's okay. I like being distracted by things like that. That's absolutely, man. Absolutely. Love you, Derek, man.
Anybody who's been deceived on any of these points, there is total forgiveness and restoration in Jesus Christ. Nothing's ever hopeless. You know, we have a God who wanted to deal with that so much that he died for it. And so there's always hope. I could go through so many, but I want to single out this one. What about the issue of truth? Truth is a part of God's creation. He made reality. He made truth.
He did.
And what's the phrase we hear today? My truth.
No, there's no such thing as my truth.
My truth. You know what?
My truth is a lie. My truth is a lie. I was led down the wrong path. So my truth was a lie. So it's not the truth, is it? It's a lie. Yeah, there is no my truth. There is no my truth. Only one truth.
I want to change God's very truth into our image. Now that's blasphemous. That fits the bill. This is anti-Christ because it opposes the authority of Christ. It was through him that the worlds were created. It is his blueprints. Isn't it relevant to our present day? This is a feature of all Babylon cultures. From Babel, who said, let's make a name for ourselves. Let's make ourselves great, greater than God. All the way through to Belshazzar, when Daniel says what his judgment is, he says, you have raised yourself up against the Most High. You've sought to be as superior as he is and do things which only he has the authority to do. And here's the tragedy. It is all about pride. It's all about getting into people's hearts and singing that siren song to them, which says, you can decide. You can have the power. You can be the one who opposes God, and you will get away with it. Wow, that's tragic.
You have got the power to build the highest tower, standing with our feet on the ground. We got what it takes together, we can make it together, we can blow the house down, blow the house down. Whoo! There we go. That's my singing for the night, guys. I'm no Mr. Super Sidewind, never Barbara.
Because you know what that does? It puffs people up on the inside. And when people are puffed up on the inside, they are opposed to the gospel.
Absolutely, Goku. Pride cometh before the fall. And good to see you, by the way. Good to see you, bro.
Gospel of Jesus Christ. Because the single most important requirement of the gospel of Jesus Christ is humility. He breaks us down.
I know, Serge, you should put me on X Factor, man.
He might build us up. He convicts us of our sin. He convicts us of what we've done. And maybe there's people here who are convicted about what they've done. Well, good. And it's good because you can now turn to Christ. He's the answer. And he says, God says in the Old Testament, he says, I dwell in the high and the holy place. And where else? With him who is of a humble and a contrite spirit. The one who is contrite, is repentant of their sin, who is humbled in themselves and know that they don't have truth. They know that they are not the truth. They know that they are not gods. They know that they are sinners. And this is what's happening in our time. Blasphemers are arising from the sea, to use the apocalyptic image, and organizing the sea in opposition to the four winds of God, even making our hearts proud, that we might oppose God in these ways and therefore reject the Saviour of the world and his kingdom, which will endure forever, all for the sake of our own power and pride. And the reality is that this culture rubs off on us all.
There it is.
I often talk about the marketing slogans that are out there that are all about human pride. Love yourself, be your best self, believe in yourself. You're beautiful just as you
Buy yourself everything because you're worth it. You know what I mean? You're beautiful, you're worth it, so buy yourself everything. You know what I mean? $12 million mansion? Well, that's not expensive enough. Get yourself a $48 million mansion. You know what I mean? Well, no, that's not lush enough, not extravagant enough. I'd get yourself a £1 billion one, that'll do. You know what I mean? 17 swimming pools and 84 bedrooms and that, you know? Mental. Where are people putting these things when they die? You know? Where do they go in? Where are they storing them? Can't take it with you, man. Can't take it with you, that's for sure.
You are. Christ died for you because you are worth it. Whoa,
No.
steady on.
No. That's just did the Todd White. Just did a thing on Todd White. That's the type of thing Todd White would say now. You're amazing. You're wonderful. The reason God saved you is because you are wonderful and he loves you. Yes, he loves you, but you're not wonderful because your heart is good. No, your heart's not. His heart's wicked. Yeah, where are these people getting the scripture from? They're napper skulls. From other people's napper skulls. It's craziness, man.
The wonder of what Christ did for you was that he died for you while you were yet a sinner. It's not about you, it's about him and his incredible character that moved him to even do it in the first place.
Aye.
And that rubs off on us. And every time I go through some of those slogans, some of those buzzwords, you'll see them in gyms a lot. It's all about the glorification of the self. But someone will always send me a photo the next day or report back to me on something they saw just after the talk. And one of the team members here went to a cafe on the Gold Coast, and his waitress was wearing a T-shirt that said, "Love yourself." And he asked to pose with a photo with her and sent it.
You have to accept yourself. I agree. You have to end up. I wouldn't say loving yourself is a bit. You've got to accept yourself to a certain degree. You obviously have to get rid of your old past, but there's things. There's things that you're sorting and it's holding you back. It's a stronghold in your life, and it's to do you. You've got to accept yourself so you can move on. You know what I mean? But and build character again in a I'm going to say saintly way, so in a godly way. You know, build up that godly character of Jesus Christ in you. I don't know. I probably kind of went off. See where fuck that is. My thoughts were kind of split, so I ended up probably splicing two bits together, editing as I go along.
To me and said, "You're talking action." Great witnessing opportunity, by the way. This is the world we live in. People are pumped up on pride, and it's the culture, right? Yes, it's in the powers that be. Yes, it's part of the organization of the establishment, but hey, it's in your heart and it's in mine. And may God make it.
Yeah, I suppose, Barbara, I suppose it's your definition of a heart, really. Yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Definitely, ego is wicked. You can't get away from that.
As people of humility, that Christ might tear out the old and build us back with the new, with himself. I really need to land the plane. This is the second time I've got into this trouble.
Land the plane? I didn't know he was flying. Now he's done actually all right. I mean, I think he's been quite layman. You know what I mean? Considering I thought he was going to be quite pompous. I mean, he sounds pompous, but he's not. He seems okay. I mean, I haven't had a problem, but at the same time, I have to go back because I'm been away from Daniel for a while. I need to go back to it and read it again properly, not just read, like I said, study it, and then I'd be able to make up my mind a bit better. But so far, I mean, so far, my opinion, because it's nearly finished, is that he seems. But he seems credible anyway. But I'm saying what he seems like. I haven't got a problem with what he said whatsoever. But like I said, I've got to remind myself of what it says and the context of everything in it and within. And round about, the whole lot of the Old Testament needs to come back into my study period sort of thing. Anyway, let's get this thing. Let's get this plane landed. Let's get it landed.
I'm going to do it this way. I'm here to tell you, like, it says there that there's the pride, but then it says also that he shall seek to wear out the saints of the Most High. And we talked a lot about that, didn't we? That pressure, that trouble, those difficulties that we face in life, they wear us out. You know, it's hard being one in a woke world, right? Although we know that you're not one, you're with Christ. But it's difficult. And, you know, people get worn out, and that's why they give in. That's why they fall for the seduction. And I want to say this, chin up, take heart. Because Daniel experienced that too in his life, and the great shock that he received was actually that Babylon wasn't the end. This was the pattern of world history. It's not going to change anytime soon. That wasn't the source of his hope. And by the way, if you're distracted with all the political machinations and happenings of this world...
I do think you have to love yourself, because it says love your neighbours as yourself. So why would you have to love your neighbours if you didn't have to love yourself? So yeah, I do think you have to love yourself to a certain degree, but I think more like accepting. You know, yeah, because you have to love yourself to take care of yourself. I think it's that type of it's again it's agape. It's a godly love thing, isn't it? I think you have to love yourself. No, I don't mean adore yourself. You know, I mean that's pride. That's something different. You know, Jesus said it, didn't he? So it is so, isn't it? So. Yeah, you gotta love yourself.
You'll be very depressed. A lot of people watch more sort of political podcasts than sermons. It's a bad balance.
He's playing lands upside down in ours, remember?
to have, because you're going to be overwhelmed by trouble which you can't control, and a world that's going in a way that isn't very comfortable.
He's not from Australia, though. He's English, isn't he? Or is he down in Australia? Down in Australia. Is he out in Australia, should I say? I nearly meant to say down under then. He's down under, mate. He's in the gravity well. Flying too high there. Absolutely, Papa.
Okay, it wasn't Daniel's hope to look at Darius. It wasn't Daniel's hope to look at Belshazzar. Nothing more hopeless in the world. Daniel's hope was to see the higher throne.
Oh, wow.
Daniel's hope was to look up to the greater power.
Martyn, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. I seen you in Flax's last night, but I haven't seen you here in a little while. It's good to see you. Bless you. Nearly finished, like, but good to see you, nonetheless.
That is ordering this world for an ultimate end. And
I will be on again in the morning in about, that'll be 10. 10 hours. 10, just under 11 hours. I'll be back then.
You know, I wonder whether this vision here in Daniel 7, which chronologically happened before Daniel 6, might have been one of the great secrets of his courage in the lion's den. Because
Daniel 7 chronologically happened before Daniel 6. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and have a look at that as well.
Because he knew he wasn't serving that kingdom. And he knew something more certain was up ahead. And it's described here. He looks above the boiling of the waters and the beasts and the blasphemers, and suddenly thrones are placed. And the Ancient of Days takes his seat. And his clothing is white as snow. He's holy and pure. He has what the world needs, right? Here's the king that we need. And it says his hair of his head is white like pure wool. It's pure, but it's soft, not beastly.
That's it. Poopsie, not a sponsor. Cherry Poopsie. Vicky loves Pepsi Max. So this is where her can she left these here.
And I just wonder where there's a little hint there in God's character.
Dude, I can't believe I did that. I just went and showed you my kind of Pepsi Max. It says Pepsi Max, and that's Blonde Star. And I wasn't even sure myself.
Why are you grassing on me?
Grassing you straight up, baby. Grassing you
Oh, no.
There you go, look. Cherry Poopsie Max. Not a sponsor. Vicky buys these and left them in my fridge, so I had to drink them.
Excuse me, that is a big fat lie.
You did leave them in my fridge.
Excuse me.
What?
Where are your drinks?
In the fridge? What do you mean? Where am I?
Iron Brew cans.
In the fridge? Why?
Well, what did you drink first? The Iron Brew or the Pepsi Max?
They're still there, both.
Which ones are nearly gone?
They're just as much as each other. Why?
Me thinks you drink more Pepsi Max Cherry than you do.
Yeah, you're a weirdo.
See that? I got out of the shower.
No, I might do that. No, I prefer Iron Brew to it, but Iron Brew gives me heartburn. So if I drink more Pepsi Max, it's because of the heartburn thing.
See, I got out of the shower and I heard him grassing about me and Pepsi Max.
Grassing? What's grassing? I was giving context, not grassing. Grassing. How is that grassing?
A grass.
She's cutting me a grass, man. Can you believe that crap?
Sandra, I did use soap and I washed my hair and I've got long hair.
I hope you didn't use soap in your hair.
No, I used Head and Shoulders because I've got psoriasis and any other shampoo makes my head itch. Not that you all need to know that, but yeah.
Yeah, but you haven't got any scabby head or anything.
No, because I wash it with Head and Shoulders.
Well, yeah, it doesn't work for me. I've got psoriasis. I'm not psoriasis. Dermatitis. You just said psoriasis. Dermatitis, I get mine. And that's probably worse than your psoriasis.
Not technically, not because
not technically, but I mean, I get affected
I've
by
got
it.
psoriatic arthritis, which comes from psoriasis.
No, I'm saying I get affected by it more on my skin than you do. Like if I don't look after my face, it goes blotchy.
My immune system is just knackered.
No, Barbara, yeah, one of them, John Duty. I'm gonna do one of them soon. And then the tape ones, John, what's his name again? Oh, I can't remember. Well, the link you gave me yesterday, anyway. Yeah, got to do one of them soon. I know there's not much visuals to look at. It's just listening, but he's all chat anyway. So we're doing. It's one still picture all the way through. It's fine. It's what we're listening to. That's, you know what I mean, all about. Right, so let's get this thing finished. We got that.
William said Iron Brew is his bad habit.
Who said that? Iron Brew's a bad habit. It is because it's really bad in your stomach. You know, it's like really, really bad in your stomach. It gives me really bad heartburn.
I like Iron Brew, but I get sick of the taste of it.
It's the what of it?
I get sick of the taste of it.
Same as anything for me, to be honest. Get sick of the taste of anything.
Never Pepsi Max.
Well, you used to be into Coke more than Pepsi, didn't you? I prefer Diet Pepsi, to be honest. But you don't get Diet Pepsi anymore, do you? It's just Pepsi's.
No, you do.
Max, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. But it's just not the same.
I've got cans of Diet Pepsi.
It's not the same as it used to be.
No, but. Right.
John Todd. That's it. John Todd. Yeah, I'm going to do one of them. Did I have something done for? Did I have anything for the morning? Oh yeah, I've already got tomorrow's. It's already up. Tomorrow's already up. Day after tomorrow, I'll do John Todd one.
To be in my
defense, a couple of the tapes, in it. Say again, babe.
In my defense, though, I did swap Frosty Jack for Pepsi, so I'm better off with the Pepsi than the Frosty Jack.
No, definitely. I wouldn't.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't advise the Frosty Jack.
No, I wouldn't. It's just like
sulfite, white cider. Hasn't seen an apple in his life.
Nah.
The fact that he is merciful, God's character, that actually he is for us, and that is why he has not judged yet, because he waits, not willing that any should perish. And he sits on this throne of fire, And it's all flaming, and it's got a flamethrower jetting out from the front. It's really extraordinary. And all of this is to show that actually he comes to destroy all that is wicked, destroy all that is evil, burn up all that has no place in his kingdom forever and ever and ever. But you might say, well, hang on, that's very foreboding. And yes, it is. Because we might all say, oh, yes, judgment. We love judgment. We want God to bring justice. Well, as a preacher friend of mine says, if you want to call the garbo, you better climb out of the wheelie bin.
All right.
Because here's the problem. It's a good illustration, isn't it?
Spec and blunt and all that as well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Here's the problem. Sin runs down your heart and mind. And you might call out for justice one day. You better hope that it doesn't come too hard.
You guys always going about root beer and stuff like that. I mean, we have ginger beer over here. I don't know if it's the same thing. What is root beer? What is it? What is the flavor of root beer? What root does it use? We have ginger, which ginger is a root. Ginger is a root, isn't it? I know it's a
Yeah, but burdoc's a root.
Well, there you go. We have dandelion and burdock. But what is root beer? What is it made out of?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's the same as our ginger or what. No, because they say ginger beer as well is a separate thing, I'm sure.
Like their cider is non-alcoholic. Their normal cider.
Oh, yeah, you told me that. Cider's non-alcoholic.
They can get alcoholic cider, but the cider they talk about is non-alcoholic cider. Yeah.
Tastes like cough medicine. What does root beer taste like? Cough medicine? Really? Oh, it's definitely not ginger then. Sarsaparilla. I don't know what sarsaparilla is either. I've heard of it. Sarsaparilla root. Right, okay. I'll check that out. And see what it tastes like. I bet it's dandelion and burdock or something. I don't know.
His dog today, and it went back out clattered.
He what?
He bathed his dog.
Oh, I thought he lost
yesterday. No, he bathed and dried it for 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
He went back out and got clattered back.
Oh, no doubt. Typical.
Saying that, I was lucky today that I got in the garden and noticed a fox poo before the dog did. Because she has a thing about poo. She rolls in bird poo. It's disgusting.
Yeah, she loves it. I don't know why. That's horrible crap. Vicky actually prefers to roll about in bird poo. It's Minnie just...
No, that's you.
Sits and stands there folded legs and tutting at her and eyes up there. What's she doing?
Side of what is it? Chilling's off his head.
Who is?
Chilling.
Oh, when you're on the side, there is a blur. Absolutely, dude.
Not good for you.
You're good at that.
Because you're going to get the flames in your face as well. And that's the thing people don't realize. They're all out there fighting the oppression and the evil and the badness in the world, forgetting that Jesus said, well, where does it all come from? Why are the systems? Why is the society so bad? Because society and systems equals a society and system of people like you, and you can't even get on with your mother-in-law. And that's the problem, right?
I'm getting on with your mother-in-law. No.
I mean, look at the tension, the trouble, the stirring, the strife in our own lives. And you wonder why the world is as it is, and we are so slow to realize we have hearts of sin. And you say, well, what's the hope? Well, the hope is this. The very next line, behold, with the clouds of heaven there comes a Son of Man. And he comes to the Ancient of Days, is presented before him, and to him is given a dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all peoples and nations and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom is one which shall not be destroyed. You know, here is the hope. You and I might not be able to stand in that flamethrower, but the Son of Man can.
Oh, yes, he
Jesus
can.
called himself the Son of Man more than any other title because he wanted us to know that's me. And I stand in the throne room of heaven as one who has got no sin, one who is holy and pure and undefiled. And he came into this world and suffered more than you or I ever will in our service for him, so that he might have all the...
Sandro says, PJ, oh, that's the wrong one. PJ, Asda and Sainsbury's sell root beer. Do they? I didn't know that. I'll have to go check it out.
PJ wouldn't know. Vicky does his Asda shopping for him. That's why PJ wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have a freaking clue what Asda sell. I thought they sold clothes in George.
He don't go shopping for himself, Sandra.
I used to, but she just doesn't shop for me now. I don't know why.
Easier.
Why is it easier?
Because then I don't have to stress about have you got enough food. Because
I've never died yet, have I? Well, I have once.
Luckily not.
You know this guy. Yeah, you know what I mean? I've been alright, haven't I? Like, yeah, I've never starved.
Sandro, he even has the app, but he wouldn't know how to use it.
No, I haven't tried. No, I don't like shopping online. I like to go shopping. I don't like to go shopping, but if I was to do shopping, I prefer to go shopping.
Basically, he don't like shopping, full stop.
I don't like shopping at all.
So Vicky does.
Because women always end up looking at everything, especially you.
No, I do not.
Yeah, you do.
I buy everything.
Well, that as well. You look at everything.
I don't have to leave the house to buy everything. I just do it online.
I know. But you know what you're like. You can't take near anything that costs something in it. You have to buy it.
Oh, it's terrible.
You're terrible, not it. Right, anyway, let's play the last of this. I'm going to be finished early. Not finished early. I'm going to be like, I've got like half an hour left, so I'll put something else on. I'll have to look, see what I've got on my watch later list.
We need to stand in judgment. You know, it's a fearful thing that God's destiny for this world, a world that we've just described tonight, is judgment. That's his destiny for it. That's what this passage teaches us. This will go on until judgment. And that's a fearful thing. But what a hopeful thing that he has got a Son of Man in whom he has vested his kingdom. And Son of Man refers to the fact he became a human. It refers to the fact that he entered this world to do that work, to purify you of sin, pay for your sin, and in himself he has all the holiness you need to stand before God. You know, when I first started my job in Canberra, this is a major first world problems thing.
So, he's English, but he lives in Canberra. Right, got you, sir. You're right. Down under. Down under, mate. Down under. Down the gravity well, mate. Stick another shrimp on the barbie. How do them shrimp stay on? Right? They should be like flying down to the sky, shouldn't they?
It'll make the point. I first started my job in Canberra, and we were going on a speaking tour. We were taking a US speaker on a speaking tour. And it was me and my boss and a few others were going along for the travel. And I was traveling with the managing director at the time. I was chief of staff 2IC. And we're traveling around. And of course, he had this like really top flight, frequent flyer status. So he got all the perks and all the rest of it. And so we go to the airport together. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, this is ridiculous. You're going to go like priority check-in, priority boarding, you're going to go in the lounge. And I'm stuck like a pleb out here. But I didn't understand something. I didn't understand that he was such a top status frequent flyer that he could take me with him. And so I would walk up to the lounge with him, and the lady at the lounge would say, "Could I see your boarding pass, please, sir?" And he'd show it to her, and she'd say, "Please come in." And then she'd say to me, "Can I see your boarding pass, please, sir?" Oh dear, I don't qualify. But then he would turn around and he'd say, "It's okay, he's with me." And she'd say, "Oh, no problem." Do you know what? That's what Jesus does for you. It's okay. He's with me. She's with me.
What? Nepotism? Favoritism. That's nepotism, isn't it? Like if you get jobs through like family, through favour in the family. Isn't nepotism?
Yeah, that's what they call Nepo babies, aren't they?
What? Nepotism?
Nepo babies.
Why are they called Nepo babies?
Like kids of celebrities.
Oh, right, I got you. Yeah, nepotism. Yeah, it's all right now. Sure, it's nepotism. And why isn't that right? Why isn't this?
No, it is.
Right, because it's sounding not right between me and my
No,
wife.
it is.
All right,
Nepo babies, that's what they're called. Babies of rich and famous people, yeah.
Barbara says that's exactly how it worked with my ex. He had club status from flying so much. The club perks are unbelievable. That's it. Nepotism. That's the one.
The kingdoms of this world are judged. That's their destiny. But there's a final kingdom that will emerge forever, and it's his kingdom.
Come on.
And you can stand with him tonight.
Yes, you can.
What does it say? That all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him.
All right.
There's the key. Choose this day whom you will serve. That's what makes the difference. And that's why these men could stand up against the world's tyrant, despot, Nebuchadnezzar, and say, we do not serve you.
Yep.
We serve the one who has already conquered our hearts, who already reigns there. And he's greater than you are, and we're about to prove it. And that is the litmus test for all of us. Who do we?
Yeah, baby.
Trillian said, B, did you say you have eczema? No, I've got psoriasis. But he said, get some oats and place them in a sock or type. Leave it to soak in a hot bath until it's cool enough. Then soak it for as long. Then soak it for as in it for as long as possible. Drip dry. See if that helps. That might help at PJ's, but I don't have a bath.
No, that's right. You don't.
I only have a wet room.
So she'll have to experiment when she gets here.
But I'll definitely try it.
Right, I'll next through this because the rule is.
So let me close with an illustration. I actually am.
Landing. He's landing.
I say that sometimes, and it's well, I get other ideas. This is an actual closer. There is a man called Count von Zinzendorf, cracker of a name. He founded the Moravian Brethren and was which is a major missionary movement across the world. Von Zinzendorf's testimony goes like this. He was a young man and he was sort of being inducted and educated into the aristocracy. He was a man of noble birth, as they said. And as part of that, he had to do a tour of Germany to get into the cultural insights of Europe and so on. And he went to the Museum of Dusseldorf, I think it was. And while he was there, he saw a famous painting.
Dussel. Look, even as like a posh English person, you wouldn't say Dussel. Say Dussel. Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf, not Dussel. He knows this. Why is he saying it that way? Weird. Unless it's just mixed in with his Australian, well, because he's living in Australia now, I don't know. He's kind of, and I don't know, maybe he's given the original pronunciation of it. Dussel.
Called Ecce Homo, which means behold.
Ecce Homo? What are you saying, dude? I do not like
not a real one, obviously. Not a multi-millionaire, you'll be pleased to know. Anyway, he walked into that museum, and there it was, and it's a picture of Pilate presenting Jesus to the masses. And it's Jesus from behind, and he's doing this, saying, behold the man. And the crowd is crying out for his crucifixion. They've got grimaced faces and all the rest of it. And it's said underneath that painting, this text.
So somebody from Brisbane might have an accent like that. They would say Dussel. Okay, I get you.
Remember, no, because remember Barbara said Brisbane.
That's right. Oh, God.
And Luca went and corrected her. And now I said, you can't correct her, you're Australian. Because I think in America they say Brisbane.
That's right, Brisbane. Yeah, that's right. Like where I'm from, Fraserburgh, they would say Fraserborough. Something like that. Like they say Edinburgh. And it's not, it's just B-U-R-G-H, so it's borough.
Yeah, but we don't say certain letters in words.
No, of course. Everybody pronounces it different all over the place. Gay with a stutter. I did. Right, let's get this plane landed completely and stopped and braked, and we can find something quick to watch before we finish off with Mr. Superly Sidewindery.
All this.
Right, toilet going through.
What hast thou done for me?
Isn't
that powerful? And he was transfixed by the painting. He stood staring at it for an enormous amount of time as it dawned on him that he had done very little. That for the towering cost of his salvation, for the towering cost of one who has a kingdom who is willing to give it to him and bring him into it, he had served him so little. And when the museum closed, the attendants actually had to come and usher him away physically and take him outside. And he wrote in his diary, "From henceforth, for me to live is Christ." And I want to say to you, what have you done for him? What is your service to him? Because it's only that that will last. It's only that that won't be burned up in the final judgment. It's only that which will be welcomed by the King of Kings when his kingdom emerges supreme and over all. Like I said before, we need the values of Babylon's last day today, that we might see clearly what it is that is of eternal weight and eternal value. And Daniel's legacy in Babylon is not actually described in terms of earthly things. It's described in terms of his witness to the truth of God. It's described in terms of his work, his participation in things that led to Nebuchadnezzar's conversion. We find later it's described in terms of the Magi that came from the east, seeking the Lord Jesus Christ. The chief of the Magi in the east was Daniel not that long prior, and a prophet. It's described in terms of the impact that he had on eternity. And Daniel 12:3, which is on one of the cards that you're given tonight, he's one of those. It says that they that are wise shall shine like the firmament above, and those that turn many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever.
Hey, Glenn, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
Hi, Glenn.
Whoa, big. You
What?
blasted my heat off.
No, I didn't.
You did. You just blasted my heat off. Hi, Glenn. All right, mate. You did. You just blasted my heat off. It was loud. It's like you were right next to the mic.
No.
And again. Weirdo chops. Anyway, let's get this. Landed. 1 minute.
His kingdom is here. It will come in fullness. Will you receive it? How do you know? Do you serve him? Let's pray. Father in heaven, we pray that you would give us perspective on the world that we live in. Lord, we are overwhelmed by beasts and blasphemers and cultural challenges and all the difficulties that come for our personal lives in light of that. But Lord, we give thanks that none of it can derail your kingdom. None of it can move the reign of the Ancient of Days off course. No. And Father, none of it can undo what the Son of Man has done for us, that we might serve him as subjects in his kingdom, and that we might reign with him forever and ever. Father, we pray that you would help us to have that perspective, that we might know about the judgment of this world, and that we might therefore, Father, do those...
I haven't had a look at it, Sandro. I'll have a look when I go out, see what it's saying, man.
...things which would earn from him the praise, well done, good and faithful servant. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. There we go, we got that done. We got that done. Fair enough. I mean, from that, I think he was okay. I mean, I think from what I see, he presented that well. How accurate he is, I don't know. I need to go back and check that story out. Like saying, not just check it out. Excuse me, study it. I need to go back and do the whole New Testament again, to be honest. Whole New Testament. I mean, the whole Old Testament again. And the New Testament, why not, eh? Of course, why not? Let's do the whole lot. Let's do the whole lot. There we go. Let's find something. We've got another 20 minutes here. Let's find something, my what's later list. See what we got. And then we can finish off with Mr. Super.
Coconut is, Glenn. I used to use it. Coconut. Because I used to use coconut oil on my dogs. Because my dogs are Bichons.
Bichon fries.
They, some Bichons have allergies. And her dad used to have allergies. And I used coconut oil on him.
Ted.
Yeah. And it worked wonders. And then my mum used it on her dog.
Oh, I know. What about? Oh, carry on, babe.
My mum used it on her dog, and it her dog never had bad skin again.
Okay, I get you. How about celebrities who have been involved in cults? It's a 20-minute video. It's probably just an AI thing. These the videos are okay. I've watched them. It's just something to finish it off. Just something quickly. Finish it off. Why not? Let's give it a watch. Let's do it. Do I download it or just do it from share it?
Is that true, Sandro?
What?
Castor oil on eyelids before bed will cure cataracts.
I don't know, really. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. Some people swear by these things. I don't know. Should I download this or do I just keep it? No, right. Let's just share it, so I don't have to bother waiting for it to download. I'm sure nobody's got to try coming in. They can if they want, but it's in. The doors are open if you want to come in. So let's share this one. See, look, celebrities. The thumbnail had what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix. So it's obviously on about his fun because they were in the Children of God cult. Was it Children of God? Maybe. Children of God cult. I think it might have called that. I don't know. The parents and that was into it. River Phoenix's parents and stuff. Joaquin Phoenix. Right. Let's get it presented. Share. Let's get it big. I'll put the link in if you're in here, guys. What is My Star Worth? That's the channel. It is. It's I'll give you the link in case. I mean, it's not a channel. It's amazing, but it's one of them AI thingy type things. But it's okay. It's okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the link.
I don't know.
Linkage. That's what I mean. Look, where's it gone? What about? What's going on?
Linkage. Linkage or linkage?
I said linkage. Yeah, it's changed, man. It's changed.
Making sure.
Yeah, link, same thing. Linkage. I'm just messing about with the word. Got me. There it is. I don't know what was going on there. I was all messing up. I'm like, what on earth is going on? Right, let me just quickly share that linkage. There's the linkage. Groovy. Nice. Right. Let's get it done. Why have I got some over there? I have. Right. Go to the top. Oh, hold on. Get us out there. What? This one is one I'm looking for. And that one, like that. Okay. Let's do it.
In the early stages of her career, Michelle Pfeiffer found herself drawn into a strange and intense world. She was introduced to a couple who were part of a cult known as breatharianism. This group had an extraordinary and dangerous belief that humans could live without food and water, surviving solely on sunlight and air. Pfeiffer.
Have you seen the people who try and do this thing? They end up so skinny, they've got little hidey spots with food that they can sneak away to and all that. Yeah, it's a load of crap. Wow. Of course, you can't live on air.
Like many others, was searching for something, perhaps a sense of belonging or a way to improve herself, and found herself captivated by their teachings. Pfeiffer described her involvement as both intense and financially draining. I was put on a regimen that required constant training and adherence to costly programs, she recalled. The demands were rigorous, and the couple who introduced her to the cult maintained a strict watch over her activities and progress. The regimen left little room for doubt.
On this channel here, there's a one saying Michael J. Fox saying goodbye. He has got Parkinson's, but I don't think he's ready to go yet. Hey, Mr. Super Sidewinder, how you doing, bro? Good to see you, brother. I will be playing that with one of your songs in about 20 minutes time, sir.
Doubt or questioning, enforcing a lifestyle that was as mentally exhausting as it was physically unsustainable. Despite the initial allure of breatharianism, Pfeiffer began to realize the harmful nature of the cult. The strain on her body and mind became increasingly apparent, and the financial burden of maintaining such a lifestyle was immense. It was like a black hole, she said, reflecting on the endless cycle of paying for the next stage of enlightenment that never seemed to arrive. The turning point came when she met Peter Horton, who would become her first husband. Horton was working on a film about cults at the time, and through their conversation...
Horton hears who? Michelle Pfeiffer. That's who he hears.
Pfeiffer began to see the parallels between the characters in the film and her own life. Horton helped her to understand the manipulative tactics used by the breatharians and supported her as she made the difficult decision to leave the cult. Extricating herself from breatharianism was not easy, but Pfeiffer's determination and Horton's unwavering support were crucial. It was a wake-up call, she said. She realized how deeply she had been drawn into a belief system that was not only unrealistic, but also dangerous to her health and well-being. The process of leaving allowed her to reclaim her life and focus on her burgeoning acting career, free from the cult's oppressive influence. Reflecting on her experience, Pfeiffer often spoke about the importance of awareness and the ease with which anyone, even those who consider themselves strong and independent, can be drawn into such groups. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the allure of quick fixes and the importance of critical thinking and support from loved ones in breaking free from harmful influences. The Phoenix family, Joaquin and River, known for their strong presence in the entertainment industry, had a tumultuous and harrowing start in life. Joaquin and River Phoenix, along with their siblings, spent part of their childhood as members of the Children of God, a cult that promoted sexual liberation and communal living. This period of their lives was marked...
Yeah, right enough. Children of God. Children of God. Yeah, evil cults, man. Evil cults, that things, man. It sounds like some nice Children of God. Oh, it sounds lovely. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Children of God. Yeah, wait till, yeah. Well, I don't have to say it here, but yeah, we know what them type of cults do. They like kids to sleep with their kids. They like kids to sleep with their parents, all that kind of stuff. Yep.
And to get splinter out.
So, you have to get splinter out of what? You?
My finger.
Well, where'd you get it from? Garden?
Yeah.
Not nice, baby. Is it okay? But yeah, plaster around it.
No, my plasters, because I'm allergic to plasters. I have to buy hypoallergenic.
Hypoallergenic. My goodness. Hypoallergenic.
And they don't stick?
No, sometimes they don't. That's the only problem with them. The sweat in your hands and all that, them things come off. Isn't it mad that, like, over there, you would call them band-aids. We call them plasters. You know, like a plaster you'd put on your leg for a broken leg, a sticky plaster. We call it the same thing. What you call a band-aid, we call a plaster, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't know why. Anyway, let's come here.
Hi, Mr. Super.
Say again.
Hi, Mr. Super.
Oh, you never said hello already? Oh, it's terrible. Terrible, man.
I was getting a thorn out of my whatever.
Now it's a thorn. Next it'll be a branch. Then a plant. Then a tree.
No, it was a piece of wood. I don't know if it was a thorn or a splinter. But whatever it was in my finger and it hurt.
It hurt. It hurt, mate. She said it hurt.
And traumatic experiences. Joaquin and River have both spoken candidly about the negative aspects of their time in the cult. River, in particular...
I know that band-aids is a brand name for plasters. I don't know why we call them plasters.
Because they're plasters.
Particular, revealed some of the most disturbing details. It was a dark period, he once said.
It's weird that is. I like the name River. If my first kid, I was always going to call River if he was a boy, but I didn't. I did girl first. So, and then Kenzie ended up being Kenzie because the other person didn't like River. I like River as a name. I think it's a nice name.
referring to the trauma he endured, which included exposure to inappropriate sexual behavior at an alarmingly young age. The cult's practices were not only psychologically damaging, but also
they encourage it. They encourage sleeping. The children of God encourage sleeping into family mingling. Encourage that crap. And kids with their parents, not just inter family, just the direct family. You know, craziness. Disgusting.
also left deep emotional scars on the young members, including the Phoenix siblings, the cult's ideology.
Mungo McDee's good to see you, bro. Good to see ya.
And lifestyle were enforced with a strictness that left little room for personal boundaries or privacy. The children were often isolated from the outside world, their lives dominated by the cult's rigid and harmful doctrines. It felt like we were prisoners, Joaquin recounted, highlighting the oppressive atmosphere that pervaded their daily existence. The experiences of these formative years were a stark contrast to the normal childhood that many take for granted. Despite these early challenges, the Phoenix family found a way out. In the late 1970s, they made the crucial decision to leave the children of God, an act they credit as a pivotal turning point in their lives. This decision...
Hey, Carol Herring True Seeker, good to see you. Is it your first time? Yeah. Good to see you anyway. Good to see you.
Allowed them to break free from the cult's grip and begin the process of healing and rebuilding their lives. Leaving the cult was not just an escape from...
To anybody coming in, today's stream was the second part and concluding part to last week's about Daniel. We've just finished it literally about 5 minutes ago, so we're just putting something on for 20 minutes until end time. I think so. Yeah, we got today's topic over and done with. So if you just come in and you realise we're not talking about Daniel, because we done it. We did it. Didn't we, baby? We did it.
We did.
A harmful environment, it was the start of a journey towards self-discovery and artistic expression. River and Joaquin, freed from the confines of the cult, were able to pursue their passions and talents in the entertainment industry. River quickly emerged as a talented actor and musician. Joaquin began to carve out his own path in Hollywood. Reflecting on their escape from the children of God, the Phoenix siblings often spoke about the profound impact it had on their lives. Leaving the cult was like waking up from a nightmare, River once said. The freedom they gained allowed them to explore their identities and talents without the shadow of the cult's influence. Their resilience and ability to overcome such a dark chapter in their lives are testaments to their strength and determination. The Phoenix family's departure from the children of God not only marked the end of a traumatic period, but also the beginning of their rise to prominence in the entertainment world.
It's your second time and you're not blue. Okay, that's weird. All right. You've got a spanner now. You're now in blue. Yeah, give all the good people spanner. Yeah, never usually have trolls, so you might think, what's the point? If everybody's in blue, they can't do much to each other. But it's not about that. I just like everybody to be equal, yeah. And if I don't have much trouble with trolls, Vicky tends to get them sorted out, don't you, babe? So, but you're armed just in case. Good to see you, Carol Herring, Truth Seeker. Bless you.
World. Their story is a powerful reminder of the capacity for recovery and growth, even after enduring profound adversity. Rose McGowan, an actress known for her boldness and outspokenness, has a deeply troubling past that many might not be aware of. Like the Phoenix family, McGowan grew up in the Children of God, a cult that promoted communal living and extreme...
You see that? It was about to give an advert, but then my anti-ad, what do you call it? What do you call it? My ad-free thing. What do you call it?
Ad blocker.
Ad blocker. That's it. It must have just kicked in at that point. I don't know. because I don't usually have it on because I can't download stuff when videos when I have it on because I had to download them Mr. Super Sidewinder video, so I had to put it on. So it must have just kicked in and it was about to play on it, and then it's like, oh, what's going on? Fair play to it.
Ideologies. Her parents were active members during her early years.
Fair play to it. Like like it's sentient, you know what I mean?
I know.
Fair play to it.
It went out of its way to do that. Just
It went out of its way to do that for me. Yeah, it did. The iBlock did. It's a program. And it went out. It's an app, actually. It's an application. It's just obviously programmed same thing. What the bloody hell? You know? It went out of his way just to do it for me. Selfless. Selfless blogger. You know?
Weirdo.
Immersing her in an environment that was both isolating and oppressive.
Oh,
McGowan
who's
has
McGowan?
been candid about the abuse and indoctrination she faced with it.
Still with what's his name? The Marlon Manson. Still with Marlon Manson.
No.
Okay, because yeah, they did.
In the cult, she described her upbringing as a harrowing experience, one that was marked by strict control.
Roger.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something.
What?
Oh, root beer?
Yes.
You want to know what it is? They call it sarsaparilla, but they get it from a South African tree. They mine them out of the ground. They use the roots out of them.
Okay.
The same root they make a thing called MDMA out of, the same ingredient.
Okay. Nice. If someone in chat did tell us earlier, Sandro said so.
No way.
Barry.
I'm pretty much sure that's
Barry.
And then Sandro.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. And I got a free membership at Nathan's this morning.
Did ya?
Yeah, and I rubbed Neil's nose in it.
Yeah.
Love
you, Neil. Love you, Neil. Love you, Neil. I don't know why you don't like me, but I still love you, Neil. Yeah, man. Right, that's good.
Yeah, the guy named Goldie got it for me. Yeah,
I
have no idea who that is.
No idea, Roger.
Move the door. Is that Patrick Swayze?
No, it looks like Kurt Russell to me, but I don't know.
Kurt Russell, yeah, it could be right, yeah.
But I don't even know if it is even him.
That is Kurt Russell.
Oh, maybe I don't know. It's literally just came on. But I do think it is Kurt Russell. But
it is. And limited contact with the outside world. We were cut off from everything, she recalled. The cult's practices created a bubble of manipulation and fear, with children being raised under intense and often harmful doctrines. The isolation was profound, and McGowan often felt like a prisoner within the confines of the cult. The indoctrination was relentless, shaping every aspect of her daily life and stifling any sense of individuality or freedom. It was a suffocating existence, she said, reflecting on the constant pressure to conform to the cult's oppressive rules. Fortunately, McGowan's story took a turn for the better when her family made the courageous decision to leave the children of God. This move was pivotal.
Yeah, you can't have a cult without rules, man. That's just the way it goes.
You can't have a cult without rules. No. Well, I don't know. I mean, look at what's his name?
No, the rules are only for the people.
Alistair Crowley, do what thou wilt. That's no rules. That's the only rule. Yeah, crazy. Yeah,
it isn't.
Yeah, but if do as thou wilt is the rule, then that means everybody else has to allow you to do as you want, right?
Absolutely.
So how does that work? So like when you hear that, I'd be like, well, wait a minute, and that means I have to put up with anything you want too, and I don't think I like that.
Yeah, but when you're living in a tight commune,
what if you want me to unalive myself? Then that's a problem, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's do what thou wilt.
There's gonna have to be a rule. There's gonna have to be a line drawn here. You know?
Do what thou wilt, but you can come against what they are willing to do. You know what I mean? You might not. They might want to, like it says in the live view, but you don't want to.
Well, with consenting adults, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Put it that way. But when you just leave it open, yeah, that makes me
liberal.
Something wrong there. Yeah.
Too right, dude. All right.
Too right.
Too right, man. Too right. You sure, pretty little red-headed boy? Come for a ride, my truck?
Are you sure it's not hoorah who?
As it marked the end of a dark chapter and the beginning of a new life in the United States. With the cult behind them, the McGowan family could finally start to heal and rebuild their lives. For Rose, the transition was a gateway to discovering her passion for acting, freed from the cult's grip.
He sounds a bit like Vincent Price, doesn't he? You know, who did like Michael Jackson's Thriller voice and all that.
No.
It's a little like that, isn't it? It's kind of a Vincent Price type kind of voiceover type thing.
No, but that dude behind her's wearing eyeliner and mascara.
Yeah, that's Marilyn Manson. That's Marilyn.
It's Marilyn?
Marilyn
I don't think so.
Oh, Marilyn.
Run off?
Huh?
It's out here. I don't know where he is.
He's talking to somebody else.
I know.
Yeah, sorry about that. My bad.
He's not on mute, though.
She began to explore her talents and pursue a career in Hollywood. Her experiences in The Children of God shaped her in profound ways, giving her a unique perspective on control, abuse, and the importance of freedom since leaving the cult.
He's got Barbara said that. She says, I love that clip I played last night of a guy who jumped on a fat lesbian stream. Danie identified as one. They were not these bits.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to check it.
I'm in there for a little bit, so.
If anybody's got the clip, put the link in chat, and I'll have a quick look at it.
McGowan has become a powerful advocate for victims of abuse and a vocal critic of cult-like behavior, particularly within the entertainment industry.
That's apocalyptic, isn't it? She's not apocalyptic. Very demonic, what you dressed up as.
She has used her platform to speak out against manipulation and exploitation, drawing from her own experiences.
That's my ad blocker kicking in. When it goes to go on an ad, my ad blocker kicks in.
According to Barb, mine is built for no ads at all. So I don't have that problem.
That's all groovy.
I know.
To highlight the dangers that such environments pose. I know what it's like to be silenced and controlled, she said, and I won't stand by while others are subjected to the same. McGowan's journey from a childhood spent in a cult to a career as a successful actress and advocate is a testament to her resilience.
The nice guy to our right, his hand left. Lovely guy, that dude.
No, she went from the fire to the frying pan, dude.
Yeah. What happened to him? Wonder what happened to him. What happened to him, guys?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Strange.
Bad lifestyle.
Well, what can you say?
You ever seen the whitest kids you ever met or no?
No, but it sounds familiar.
Yeah, he did a thing for Comedy Central. Harvey did it. It's called The Whitest Kids You'll Ever Know.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny till a point. It makes fun of us though. It makes fun of.
Until you realize what the hell he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he put the thing in motion.
Aye.
And strength. Her story is one of survival and transformation, demonstrating the power of breaking free from oppressive systems and the importance of speaking.
That's another horror. Oh, sorry. I thought that was. Do you know who I thought that was? Ellen DeGeneres. I thought it was Ellen DeGeneres.
Is it? Who is it?
No, it's not. It's a dude. It's a dude of some sort. I thought it was Ellen DeGeneres. I was about to say it's another horror. Horrible person.
He's a ginger.
Well, I wouldn't say ginger. I'd say he's fair.
Speaking out against abuse, David Arquette, known for his eclectic roles and vibrant personality, has an intriguing and complex past involving a spiritual community known as Scaimont Subud. This group, described by some as having cult-like tendencies, blends various religious and spiritual practices. Arquette's involvement with Scaimont Subud adds another layer to his already multifaceted life. Arquette has openly shared that his time within the Scaimont Subud community was a mixed experience. The group's strict rules and unusual practices left a significant mark on him. It was a very controlled environment, he recalled. The community's regimen dictated many aspects of daily life, enforcing a strict adherence to its spiritual doctrines. The rules were unyielding, shaping the behavior and beliefs of its members in a way that many found restrictive. Despite these challenges, Arquette also found aspects of Skymont Subud that resonated with him on a spiritual level. There were moments of true...
Okay, Bob, that's cool. That's cool. I'll find it. I'll get a look at it at some point anyway. That'll be cool. Have a look
Is
at
that David Arquette?
Yeah, it was David Arquette, yeah.
Yeah. He's a good actor, I guess.
No. He's all right. He's all right. I mean, I don't know if he's talking about him being in a cult. Yeah, like that.
I think so.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No.
Spiritual connection, he said, reflecting on the positive elements he encountered. The blend of religious and spiritual practices provided a unique framework that, at times, offered a sense of peace and introspection. These experiences, though intertwined with the more rigid aspects of the community, left a lasting impression on him. Leaving Skymont Subud was a significant decision for Arquette. It marked the end of a chapter defined by both spiritual exploration and strict control, free from the community's influence.
I know he was doing a load of like cheap TV, straight to TV kind of stuff, and then kind of TV documentaries, like reality kind of things. And I think he did a YouTube thing for a while as well. I don't know. He went kind of like right down past the Z lister, Z lister, I suppose you'd say.
Influence, he was able to pursue his career in acting with renewed focus and freedom. However, his views on his time in Skymont Subud remain complex. It's not black and white, he explained. The duality of his experiences, both the restrictive and the enlightening, shaped his perspective on spirituality and control. Arquette's reflections on his time in Skymont Subud highlight the nuanced nature of his experience. He acknowledges the positive spiritual moments he encountered, but is also candid about the community's controlling aspects. This balanced view
Sandro, Kevin Spacey was another gadget. He was another one of them. Yep. And I don't know about Bill Murray. He's an absolute horror of a guy as well. Horror of a guy.
Scores the complexity of such environments, where individuals may find both comfort and constraint. Today, David Arquette continues to navigate his life and career with the lessons learned from his time in Skymont Subud. His story is a reminder of the multifaceted nature of spiritual journeys and the importance of recognizing both the positive and negative influences that shape our lives. Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of the legendary Elvis Presley, was introduced to Scientology by her mother, Priscilla Presley. For many years...
Was it you told me she was in Scientology, babe?
No, I didn't know she was.
Did you tell me about Lisa Marie then? Oh, was she not? Was that the one that was with Michael Jackson for a while?
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, she died? Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And when?
The daughter died. Was it last year?
Lisa Marie died.
Yeah, not the mum. Priscilla's alive.
Priscilla. Yeah, that's the mum. Yeah, of course. That's,
Lisa Marie's dead.
Yeah, I'm on about the daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, because the grandson died and then she died. The daughter.
I started one. Good to see you. You've missed everything. We finished the Daniel thing. We're just finishing off with an extra video because we had a little bit of time left. So yeah, we've gotten about. We'll be on for another 10 minutes. Be on for another 10, 15 minutes maybe. Right, let's get this done.
She was a dedicated member of the Church of Scientology, an organization often labeled a cult due to its secretive practices and strict control over its members. Lisa Marie's journey with Scientology...
That's it. Control over its members. That's what they do. Take your identity away and take your relationships away with your family and everything, so you're secluded. So you've got nowhere to turn to. So when you do realize what they are and you want to leave, you can't. You can't.
It was complex and multifaceted, marked by both devotion and eventual disillusionment. Presley was a committed Scientologist for a significant portion of her life. She spoke publicly about the benefits she felt from the religion, sharing how it provided her with a sense of structure and purpose. "I believed in it wholeheartedly," she once said, reflecting on the early years of her involvement. The teachings and practices of Scientology seemed to offer her a path to personal growth and understanding, which resonated deeply with her. However, behind the scenes...
Hey, Jono, good to see you, bro, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Look, he's straight in with it, isn't he? Yeah.
Babe.
Yes.
I need to dry my hair.
I'll do it then. Shut up, Minnie.
Tell him, Bob.
No, you dare tell me. I will kick your bloody ass.
Tell him, Bob.
Minnie.
Whose ass are you going to
Lisa Marie also experienced significant pressure and control from the organization. The Church of Scientology is known for its strict hierarchy and demanding regimen, which can be both mentally and emotionally taxing for its members. There was a constant pressure to conform and stay within the lines, she explained. The organization's expectations created an environment...
Oh yeah, Butter Biscuits has got that thing on tonight, isn't he? Babe. Babe. Oh, I forgot she's drying her hair. Oh yeah. I don't know if I haven't got the link. If there's anybody got the link for what Butters was talking about last night, put it in the chat. To go and to do with his was it hydrogenated water? Was it to do with that? Right. Okay. I'll see that. I suppose I'll see it. It's on Ironworks' channel, isn't it? So it's Ironworks 9000. I think I'm subscribed. I think I am. Surely I am. I must be. Surely I am. Hey, Jono, I'm always tuned in. I sometimes just enjoy watching and laughing along with the chat. Yeah, why not, man? Why not, dude? Why not? Ah, nice. There's the link, guys. There's the link. Nice one, Barbara. Live in 2 hours. Good. He's got double my subscribers. Pretty much exact. Excellent. He's doing well, man. He's doing well. Put a like in that. If I'm awake, I'll be going to that. I'm going to try. I might even set an alarm. Yeah, I think I'll set an alarm. So for me, it's on at 1 a.m. So a little less than 3 hours away. Nice one, Barbara. But there you go, guys. There's the link. Yeah, I am subbed. Of course I was subbed. Huh? Okay, let me make sure I'm on all notifications. Share it. Share. Sorry, I'm going to share it on my Facebook. Not that I use Facebook, but I like using it for sharing stuff. Share. Post to Facebook. Sorry, guys. I'll be there in a sec. Make sure I've got that sorted. Nice. Cool. All groovy. Right, 1 o'clock. Alarm. Done. Sorted, mate. Sorted. I did something in L1 Hubbard the other day, Sandra. It was pretty good, actually.
Environment where dissent or deviation was not tolerated, adding to the stress and scrutiny she faced.
It's just as well it's on. There's so many adverts in these things, isn't there? Wow.
The years passed, Lisa Marie began to feel a growing sense of...
And it's only on because I had to put it on to download Mr. Super Sidewinder. It's one of his songs. Ha!
Of disillusionment with Scientology.
I'm back.
The initial...
All things work out.
I'm back.
What are you saying, babe? What are you saying? I think somebody said something to you, did they? Oh no, it was with me. I can't remember what I was saying. I was saying something to you and I forgot it. You weren't listening because you were doing your hair. Can't remember what it was though.
I think I heard you say butter biscuits.
Yes, I was on about the link for him. I've got it all sorted. All that the barber put it in, but for him for later, because he's on at 1 a.m. So if I'm awake, I might go in there. I know you probably won't. You be asleep. Yeah.
No, do you know? Because I've done gardening and that today. I'm absolutely shattered.
I know. But I might turn up there. You know, I might go there. If I might set an alarm just so I can show up and some support at least. Because I don't think I've ever been on a live of Ironworks yet. You know, I've seen him after lives and that, but I haven't been on an actual live in his live chat. So yeah, I think I'll set an alarm for that. Anyway, let's get this one finished now. We've gone on 2.25 hours. Let's get it done.
Financial benefits she experienced were overshadowed by the intense control and the realization that the church's practices were not as benevolent as they seemed. This growing awareness led to a pivotal decision in 2014. She chose to leave Scientology. "I needed to find my own path," she stated, citing her desire for independence and personal truth as key reasons for her departure. Leaving Scientology was a significant and courageous step for Lisa Marie Presley. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life, one where she could explore her identity.
John, I said yesterday, I love that name, Mongo McDee's. It sounds like a BMX rider or a BMX. You know what I mean? Mongo McDee's. He does. Sounds like a BMX rider.
Identity and beliefs free from the church's influence. Since her departure, she has become an outsider.
You on that? You on that?
What?
Are you yawning at?
What am I yawning at?
Yeah, I thought you weren't tired. I thought you were full of beans and life and stuff.
I've done loads today.
You just said you haven't done anything. I'm not joking.
Spoken critic of Scientology, using her platform to highlight the organization's controlling and manipulative practices. "It was liberating to finally speak my truth," she said, reflecting on the relief and empowerment she felt after leaving. Lisa Marie Presley's journey with Scientology is a powerful story of devotion, disillusionment, and ultimately, liberation.
Well,
her experience underscores the complex nature of cult-like
organizations. If you're not liberated into Christ's camp, then it's not true liberation. You're not true. I know.
Organizations and the strength required to break free from their grip. Today, her voice serves as a beacon for others who may be struggling with similar challenges, offering hope and encouragement to those seeking their own paths to freedom. Leah Remini's journey with Scientology began in her childhood when she was introduced to the church.
We was talking about how the other day as well. No doubt.
Church by her mother. From a young age, Remini was deeply immersed in Scientology, dedicating over 30 years of her life to the organization. Her high-profile membership and staunch advocacy for the church defined much of her early career and personal life. Remini's experience within Scientology provided her with a first-hand view of the church's inner workings and its controversial practices. As she rose through the ranks, she faced intense pressure to conform to the...
Aye, Barbara, that dude, very much so. Very, very similar. Very, very... I could imagine Elvis getting older and fat. Well, you know what I mean, stout and all that. He was getting fat. He was fat anyway. You know, but looking a bit like that, it certainly does very, very similar. Very similar.
The church's doctrines and strict hierarchy. There was always an expectation to follow orders without question, she recalled. The church's teachings and the behavior of its leaders often involved manipulation and control, creating an environment where dissent was met with severe repercussions. The pressure to conform was relentless. Remini witnessed numerous instances of abuse and exploitation, both emotional and financial, directed at members who dared to question or challenge the authority of the church. It was like living in a bubble, she explained, describing the insular and isolating nature of Scientology. The church demanded total loyalty, often at the expense of personal relationships and individual freedom. In 2013, after...
That's the thing, there's no freedom. They're in your life completely. Everywhere, everything. They check up on you. They're with you. Spying on you.
Have you looked at chat?
No freedom there. What do you mean?
I swear they're all losing the plot.
Yeah, everybody is losing the plot. Of course they are.
Sandra said chilling tomatoes are better than dogs. You don't have to take them for a walk.
Oh, well, I do. I take tomatoes for a walk every friggin' day, man. Why not?
And chilling.
Why would you discriminate against the tomato? You take your dog for a walk. Why would you not take your tomato for a walk? So I'm offended that people are discriminating against tomatoes like that. Why wouldn't you take your tomato for a walk? Come on.
Chilling said, Sandra, the day I take my tomatoes for a walk, take me to the vet and get me put down.
Absolutely, but that's the kind of things people will get offended about today nowadays. That's the kind of discrimination we're talking about. It's how silly people are getting.
Right.
You know, if you went into debate, to
be fair, and tomatoes don't have a habit of rolling around in poo.
Yeah.
Not unless you put horse poo on them.
Nice.
Years of growing disillusionment, Remini made the bold decision to leave Scientology. This departure marked a significant turning point in her life, freeing her from the constraints and control of the church. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done, she said, reflecting on the courage it took to...
You're a black country Italian. Sounds good, dude. Sounds good.
He likes tomatoes. I'm half Irish, and I like potatoes, but I'm not like that big a fan.
I had a cat that liked taking me for walks. I was always walking around trying to
break away. Her decision was driven by a desire to expose the truth about Scientology and to help others who might be trapped within its grasp. Since leaving Scientology, Leah Remini has become one of its most vocal and outspoken critics. She authored a memoir, Troublemaker, Surviving Hollywood and Scientology.
And she'll be completely shunned. If you don't thank Christ, I don't see the point. What, babe?
Did you see what Barry said?
No. Tomatoes can't go for a walk because they can't catch. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it.
In which she detailed her experiences and the challenges she faced within the church. Her book provided a candid and eye-opening account of the realities of life as a Scientologist, shedding light on the darker aspects of the organization.
Kevin James isn't Scientologist, is he? I don't know. Not that I know of, anyway. Not that I know of.
In addition to her memoir, Remini produced a documentary series, Leah Remini, Scientology and the Aftermath, which further exposed the church's misconduct. The series featured
a plume tomato, man. A big plume tomato.
Testimonies from
what's tomato we
former members, revealing stories of abuse, exploitation, and the lasting impact of Scientology's practices. I wanted to give a voice to those who suffered in silence, she explained, emphasizing her commitment to helping others break free from the church's control. Leah Remini's journey from a dedicated Scientologist to a powerful advocate for truth and justice is a testament to her resilience and determination. Her efforts have not only brought attention to the abuses within Scientology, but have also provided support and hope to countless individuals seeking to escape similar situations. Remini's courage in speaking out continues to inspire and empower those affected by cult-like organizations, underscoring the importance of standing up against manipulation and abuse. Patricia Arquette, like her brother David, was involved with the spiritual...
Wow. She's starting to look a little weathered. But, yeah, I think she was into some weird stuff.
Community Skymont Subud during her childhood. This community, characterized by its strict rules and hierarchical structure, exhibited many cult-like tendencies.
Wow. I mean, our eyes don't look blue there. It might just be the quality of the picture. I always remember eyes being piercing blue, not like a hazily kind of. But that could be just the photo again, I don't know. I also need her eyes were piercing kind of blue.
Hi, Desk.
Des, good to see you, bro. Come in at the end, dude. Bless you, man.
Growing up within this environment, Patricia experienced a unique blend of spiritual teachings and restrictive control. Patricia has often spoken about the mixed nature of her time in Skymont-sub-Ude. On one hand, she found certain aspects of the community's teachings to be spiritually enlightening. There were moments of genuine spiritual connection, she said, recalling the positive elements that drew her family to the community. The practices and philosophies offered a framework for introspection and personal growth, which resonated with her on a deeper level. However, this spiritual enlightenment came at a cost. The community's rigid rules and hierarchical structure imposed significant limitations on personal freedom. It was a very controlled environment, Patricia explained, reflecting on the restrictions that shaped her daily life. The community's expectations often left little room for individuality or dissent, creating a sense of confinement that she struggled with. Despite these challenges, Patricia's experiences within Skymont-sub-Ude played a formative role in her development. The duality of her experience, both the spiritual insights and the restrictive control, shaped her perspective on spirituality and personal freedom.
Babe.
Yeah.
You know who she looks like there? Like a bigger, fatter version of.
Andrea.
Yeah. Didn't she just?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Aye, absolutely. And my one class there was an ex. I was with her 5 years, but she's not my ex because I refused to believe I was with her. Awful woman. Stabbed me and everything, cut my face open. Everything. Horrible woman. Yeah, it reminds me of her very much like her.
Yeah.
It's not black and white, she remarked, acknowledging the complex interplay of...
And she didn't look like Andrea then. She was pretty there, definitely. But now, you know, she's got the same tooth as me. That under her bite there. Exact same side as well by the looks of it.
In her defense, I wouldn't say she's as ugly as Andrea.
Oh no, she's not ugly at all. It's just she's been
like,
well.
Andrea is an ugly person
inside and out.
Like,
Oh,
you
her
know.
eyes are soulless. I don't know what I was doing. It was alcohol, and I refused to think I was ever believe I was ever with her. I was never out with her. Okay, shut up, chat. I was never with her. Okay, right? Chill.
Yeah, he was.
What? Okay.
Sadly, we were.
Shut up. Was not.
Of positive and negative influences. Eventually, Patricia left the Skymont-sub-Ude community, a decision that marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life. Free from the community's constraints, she pursued a successful acting career, earning critical acclaim and numerous accolades. Her departure allowed her to explore her talents and identity on her own terms, unfettered by the limitations she had once known. Reflecting on her time in Skymont-sub-Ude, Patricia maintains a critical yet balanced view. She recognizes the valuable spiritual insights she gained, but is also candid about the restrictive and controlling aspects of the community. It was a mixed bag, she said, highlighting the importance of examining both the benefits and drawbacks of such environments.
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette's journey from the confines of Skymont-sub-Ude to the freedom of a successful acting career underscores her resilience and introspective nature. Her story is a testament to the complexity of spiritual journeys and the strength required to navigate and ultimately break free from control.
There we go. Oh, yeah, I didn't know this. Hey, Des, we're just finishing off. How you doing? Good? You good?
Hey. Yeah, I
Good
just came.
Hello.
Man, yeah. Been on like 2.5 hours, so we just got to finish off with Mr. Super Sidewinder song. Yeah, so we started off in Scarlet Red and we finished off in Pink because Vicky had a rant, so that means she vented. So once
I barely had a rant.
She becomes pink, tranquil.
I just said
what?
Recently, someone who lives near me, very close, I no longer use violence. Is all I was saying.
Anyway, nice one, guys. Nice one. I thought it was pretty good. It's pretty good. We got the Daniel thing finished. Next week, don't have a clue what we'll be doing. I'll have to find something new. But tomorrow, I've already got a stream up for tomorrow morning, which is, it's not scriptural. It's just something about a town that gets disappeared, I think. And they get rid of it, and people don't know where it's at and stuff. Like, people remember being in this town, now it's gone completely, sort of thing. I haven't watched it. It's just kind of the hint I get off of it. So let's have a look at that tomorrow morning. So because that's already sorted out, the day after I will do John Todd. Do start doing some of his tapes. We can listen to them. That'll be groovy. So anything to say, babe?
Don't trust weirdos.
Don't what?
Trust weirdos.
So you don't trust me? I don't.
No,
trust
you're a different kind of weirdo. Like,
I'm a different breed, man.
like, there's some people that you think, but then you really should go with your gut.
Absolutely, Jamatra. Hollywood cult brainwashing clinic seemed like a prerequisite before Pizzagate graduation. Yeah, we was talking about Pizzagate the other day as well, actually. We didn't actually say the word, but we was talking about it. And with pizza toppings and all
Actually, saying that, I'll take that back about weirdos. But if you think there's something dodgy about somebody, just go with your gut.
Absolutely. Hey, Rebellion. Oh, Rebellion, hold on. Enjoyed the stream. How come you haven't got a spanner then?
I don't know.
Has Rebellion been here before? How come you haven't got a spanner? Hey, you've got to have a spanner then if you're a cool dude, if you're a cool kind of person.
Unless you're
and if you end up being a knob, then it comes off.
What if you're not?
Standard save. There you go. Rebellion 4-0. 420. Wow. With a name like Rebellion 420, you've got to be all right, surely. Surely. Hey, Jono, no problems, man. No problems. Not a problem. You're always. Hold on, let's put out what Barbara said first. You all have an awesome night and a day. Sleep. Wow. Restful sleep, sweet dreams, prayers for the hedge of protection around you. I always do. Not always, but I should. I'm saying always do because when I do, I do. But when I don't, obviously. It makes no sense. I'm a contradiction. I'll see many later. I'll enjoy Mr. Super Sidewinder. Absolutely. Let's finish off with that. But first of all, I wanted to see someone else said something. I think that might be no, I think it was just Johnny saying great stuff. Alright, so on. Much love, everyone. Which mean he was in Flaxes. Who was in Flaxes?
Rebellion.
Oh, right, Rebellion. That's right. Okay, got you. Yeah, got you. All right, Rebellion's got a spanner anyway. We'll see.
Well, that's what I'm guessing. I don't know because I'm.
Yeah, I would say that's what it is. No, I would say exactly what it is. Cool. Right. Anyway, let us get Mr. Sidewinder up, and I think it is Mr. Super Sidewinder and what's the lady's name? Lindsay Willogarden. I think we've done this one before, but I haven't done it in a little bit. So yeah, I thought we'll give this one a try again. Do it. God. Yeehaw. Liking it.
I had a bottle of burgundy wine, but my true love, she did not know it was there. I poisoned a dear little girl down on the banks below. stretch me up between the earth and sky.
Hey,
Brilliant.
loving it. I think we have heard that one before, but it's brilliant, fantastic. I don't regret playing it again. Fantastic. Thanks again to Mr. Super Sidewinder for that. Always supplying the music. Always supplying the music. Nice one, guys. Thanks for turning up. Thanks for blessing me with your presences. All your presences. And I don't mean gifts.
I didn't bring any presents.
I did.
I had cookies.
Here all night I've been waiting for yours and you tell me no at the end.
I didn't bring any either.
Oh, come on. Yeah, but you always bring me presents, babe, so I don't expect it.
Well,
Everybody else though.
You should be getting some tomorrow, I think.
Oh, well, my watch straps. Eh? Cool. Cool. Did
Yeah.
you pay for them, did you?
What?
Did you pay for them?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
I brought you some shorts and t-shirts.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, but the one, the same, you've got the faith ones, the same as the tan one, isn't it?
But black. But
Black,
I also got
more swimming.
next to PJ's front door are his fishing rods, right? And they fall over and it drives me mad. So I brought him a rack that's going to go on the wall for his fishing rods to go on.
Yeah, for my pool cues. I mean, my fishing rods.
And your pool cues now.
And pool cues.
we know now. That's your plan.
I think it'll work. Yeah. Excellent, guys.
Just the same, I've got to lend him the drill to put them up.
That's true, unless I buy a drill. But there we go. The missus has got all the tools.
Yep.
And so on. Bless you guys. Nice one for comment. Thanks you guys for the guys in the panel too. I will see you guys in the morning.
Oh,
in the morning. In about how long away? Well, it's about 9 hours and 20 minutes away.
I will not see anyone.
Oh, and I might see some of you guys in. Oh, where is that again?
Some of you.
The I am works 9,000.
I will see you in neither because I will be in bed sleeping.
Yeah. Okay. So I am works 9,000. Barbara did put the link. There it is again. Nice one, Barbara. Nice one. Thank you very much. So hold on. I am going to copy that this time to make sure that I've got it.
Why are you trying to talk like a posh English?
I am not trying to talk posh.
Like a pirate.
I can't talk posh.
Talk like a pirate.
If I can't poshy. I'm so posh.
Who?
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
How inhumane.
Well, what's your name? Rain in Spain? I don't know. It's a shame. And what am I looking for? What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm copying that. And then I am going.
You don't know what you're doing. There's no hope for the rest of it.
First he's going to do this, then he's going to do that, then he's going to do this too. And
Usually that's what I do. That's usually what I do. Actually, how did you know that, dude?
Now you know.
Now I know. And now I know. And now I know.
Everybody knows.
That's the one. Thanks, you guys. Nice one for being here. Here the sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Good night.
Bye.